no shows. You fucked up. Yeah, I'll go for your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up. Can't put on no shows. You fucked up. Yeah, I'll go for your phone. You fucked up. And your phone full of hoes. You fucked up. Try test tape, no. You fucked up.
Run the track.
Yes, guys, big up everybody that's locked in. Like, subscribe, all of that. We're back for another live stream, back with the latest on Pochettino. Even though not a lot has changed, but there's plenty of other topics to get into as well. Conor Gallagher is linked to Borussia Dortmund. We're linked with Onana from Inter Milan as we search for a new goalkeeper. Reece James is out. Mason Mount is out. Kai Havertz is out. I think that's all of the news we've heard with the Brentford game coming up as well. Plenty to get into. Plenty to get into in today's stream. Is there any other news? Nothing I can see on the timeline just yet. But yeah, big up everybody that's in here. Like, subscribe. We've got nearly 200 of you guys locked in here already. Welcome to the trenches, people. We might preview the Chelsea-Brentford game, or we might save that for tomorrow, depending on content, or we will see what happens on that front. And yeah, let's see what everybody's saying. Big up to mitchyboy, my guy. I hope you're doing well, bro. Big up to RD. I said swap Gallagher for Adeyemi. All mad. Big up Shivrenda saying first we have Maurizio Sarri, now we have Pochettino. Yeah, two great managers. Let's hope we give Pochettino more time than we gave Sarri. Even though, to be fair, Sarri felt homesick, which I will blame the fans, the match-going fans for. But that's a conversation for another stream. Frank Lampard may achieve what Frank de Boer achieved, 7 losses in a row. Well, seeing as we're now going to the Etihad, Old Trafford, and the Emirates, with probably Loftus-Cheek at wing-back, I don't know what to make of it. Maybe we're not going to impact the title race. Or maybe our only impact is going to be handing 3 points to both clubs. God knows. Big up to Harrison, though. Big up to LFC for the double, saying, I really heard Reece James versus Trent debates. Yeah, you're damn right. James is well clear of Trent at right back. You lot have to move him into this inverted, I'm not a midfielder, but I'm going to pretend I am sort of role. and then try and pretend he's still a right back. Nope, we're not hearing it. We're not hearing it. Big up to Josh. Big up to Steve. Slime says, you lot in the chat, are you happy with Poch? Let me know in the comment section if you're not, but me personally, I'm more than happy with Pochettino taking over. I've said this before on the past streams. I don't think he's a bottle job. I think he was just at Tottenham for 5 years, and that's going to leave a mark on your legacy. Well, or on your name, if we're going to say something else. I think he's a good coach. Only manager that made Spurs intimidating for me. Has a good pressing system, is a good coach with young players as well, which I think is really good for the squad that we have coming up. I do worry about him with low blocks. That's about it. But I'd worry about anybody with low blocks because we've had how many coaches in the last 5 years and they've all struggled with it. Sarri struggled. Conte struggled. Lampard struggled. Tuchel struggled. Potter struggled. If that's the only thing I've got against Poch right now, welcome to Chelsea, my friend. Welcome to Chelsea. Big up to SU saying get in Poch, damn right. Big up to Joy. Big up to Reece James Kingdom. Big up to Chelsea Irie FC, I think. Yeah, Potchai. Big up DK. Big up HGW. Big up Harry, my G. I hope you're doing well, bro. I hope you're doing well. Big up Lewis. But can this season just end, please? Please. Is there another... How many games do we have left? How many games do we have left? I need to start doing a countdown. Let me have a quick look. So we've got 1 tomorrow, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. 7 games left, people. 7 games left, and we are done. We are done. Salam, Eswe. Hope you're good. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Let me know, bro. Hope you mean Kaiser Chelsea. No. He's just injured. He's just injured. Take all the time you need to recover, my friend, and best of luck. Don't rush back. Don't rush back. Well, so question, you said you want Tony for striker if he solves the... Huh? You said you want Tony for striker if he solves the van issue. I'm guessing you mean the betting issue. For the goalkeeper, would you say Raya might be okay? He's good. Great distribution. I worry about his height a little bit. Feels a little bit like a roided Kepa. But yeah, I wouldn't be too against it. Depends on the fee and everything like that. I think he's had the most saves this season. Someone let me know if I'm wrong. Because I did see that stat like a few weeks ago. It might have changed. It might be most clean sheets or most saves. I don't know. But he's having a very good season for Brentford. So I wouldn't turn my nose up at him. We're still above you. Hold that. What a trophy that is for Tottenham, bro. What a trophy that is for Tottenham. You know what you could hold? You know what you could hold, my friend? You could hold that, dickhead. Your favorite manager, bruv. He's coming to Chelsea. Hold that, mate. Hold that. Big up. Yes to Gallagher to Dortmund. Cool. We'll start off with that. Pletigo has reported Conor Gallagher's valuation is around 50 million euros and is on Dortmund's list. I think there was a few other sources talking about it as well. I'll get up on the big screen. Bear with me. Cool, here it is. I think we'll put that up. And there we go. Conor Gallagher's on Dortmund's list. They are monitoring his situation, but nothing is advanced at this stage. No concrete talks, but his future at Chelsea is open. I understand he could leave Chelsea in the summer, and the valuation is around 50 million euros. Now, I remember Darko as well. He's been saying for a while that Gallagher is one of the most likely players to leave. So I could see this happen. There we go. That will be a little bit better. I'd rather us sell him in England, only because we'd get more money for him with the homegrown factor and everything. But if we can't find the top 6 side, then fair enough. Because Gallagher said in January he was only going to leave for a top 6 team. Newcastle were linked with him. Liverpool's linked with him. That's about it. I could maybe see Liverpool come in for him. Newcastle, not really as sure, but he could go either team. If we can't get either of them, then I'm fine selling to Dortmund. I'm not really too fussed, but I would rather us keep him in England only because we'd get more money out of the situation. But let me know what you guys are saying. Is there anybody that would like to keep Gallagher? Anybody that like to sell Gallagher? Let us know in the comments. So I'm going to go for a few more of you guys' earlier comments. I can't believe Spurs fans are vexed with getting Poch. I can. Like, they love Pochettino to death. They've been wanting him back for years. And now he's coming to Chelsea. They're fuming. And they can hold that. Dickheads. If Rory is against Poch, then Poch is in. Hey, the last person that Rory said isn't a Chelsea man was Maurizio Sarri. So with that in mind, we're going to fucking cook. We're going to fucking cook with this guy. DK says, not going to lie, I'm watching City tomorrow. I wish I could. Big up to Senaleb. Yeah, check out the Twitter space as well with Poten and all the man them there. Big up. 7 games left. Yeah, I do see that. Lewis, don't do Twitter space. I don't host my own Twitter spaces, but I'll go on other people's spaces. I don't mind that. I can't be asked to make my own space. Because for me, it's like if I'm going to talk about Chelsea, I'm going to go live. Like, I'm not going to waste my time on a Twitter space. It doesn't really make sense for me. I've got a platform here. I've got a platform I can monetize here. Well, I'm going to go on Twitter and host stuff for free. I ain't going to do that. I'll hop on other people's spaces. I've got all the time in the world for that. But I don't think you're ever going to see me make my own space. Don't think I've done that in years. Don't think I've done it in years. Kepa's better than Raya. Fair enough. Big up to Tarek saying, reckon Poch can get Lukaku into a decent striker for us? Nope. Unless Lukaku decides he wants to start pressing. I think the Lukaku tail is just dead and buried. You might see him back in Cobham. You will not see him back at Stamford Bridge. I don't think we'll see that. But I appreciate the donation, my friend. Big up, my guy. Big up. Love that you... there is no improved player. Nobody's improved this season. Like, it took me a while to think about it. Nobody has. I don't even think Kepa's really improved. I think Mendy's just got so bad. Kepa's got better by default. Look at him. Maybe he can catch crosses with a bit more confidence. That's it. Like, he still has weak wrists. Still struggles with long shots. Still has a bozo moment every now and then. No one's improved. Nobody's improved. Gallagher Jude swap deal, that ain't happening. 50 million is absurd for Gallagher. English tax, my friend. This is 50 million euros as well, so that'll be cheaper compared to pounds. But in England, you could get 50 million pounds for him. You could get 50 million pounds for him. I'm sure of that. Gallagher is West Ham level. Fair enough. They're actually below us. Why does Gallagher think he's top 6 level? He doesn't. Well, I won't say he doesn't. It's just he's not going to go backwards. If he's leaving Chelsea, he's not going to a lower club. He's going to a club higher up or in the same level where he can compete for trophies. That's his mindset. And I understand that. He doesn't have to go downwards. He doesn't have to go to a relegation-threatened side. Unless his contract's about to run out with us, and I don't think it is, he doesn't have to do anything. He could sit here and rot if he wanted to, and we can't do a thing about it. So I do get. I said top 6 team in Bangladesh. That's a brazy comment. Chelsea's home record this season, 6 wins, 5 draws, 5 losses. That is so inconsistent. Well, something's going to go up to 6. That's all I'm saying. Something's going to go up to 6, but nothing is going to go above 6. Gallagher is a Poch-type player. I do see it with the pressing and everything, and maybe Poch would give him a little bit more of a brain, but we do have to sell some Cobham graduates. If it's not Mount, it will likely be Gallagher. Could be both. Could be Ruben. Could be Trev. But I can see one of Mount or Gallagher leaving in the summer, if not both. You going to Brentford? No, it's Brentford at home, my guy, but I will be there. The bridge will turn on Poch like Sarri and Benitez if he starts poorly. They won't. If it's a terrible run, maybe. But I don't think they're going to turn on him like they did Sarri or like they did Benitez. Benitez slagged off Chelsea for years. Poch never did that. Like, I think Chelsea fans would like to see Poch succeed because it's something that they can hold over Tottenham fans. I think it's the reverse effect. I think they're going to welcome Poch in with open arms. Obviously, if things are fucking terrible, then yeah, they might switch on him. But I think only in that situation. I don't think they're going to instantly be against him from day one. No player to see. Nah, just give it to Silva. Give it to Silva. He deserves it. Pochettino, here we go tonight. Hopefully it's not while I'm live though, because I'm with Rants at 6:30. I did say if we get a here we go, I'm gonna have to just go live. The game is the game. But yeah, I think I'm live as well at 10 p.m. on Said's channel, and then at 10:30 I'm on Dan's channel. So it's a bit of a busy night. I would rather we get the here we go tomorrow. Give me some content for tomorrow. That's what I would like ideally, but we'll see what happens. Yes, Mount has played his last game for Chelsea, most likely. Most likely. Kepa's height 189, Onana's 190. Fucking hell. Damn, I thought he was taller. Well, I don't really know too much about Onana. I know we're linked with him. I'm going to get that up on the big screen for you guys now. Just bear with me. I just saw this like an hour or two ago. And yeah, let me get this up. Chelsea have initiated contact with Inter for Andre Onana and could be willing to offer Kepa plus cash in a deal. Good luck. There are positive signs about Inter's interest in the deal. Inter do have money issues, so we could be able to lure them with this sort of deal. I don't think they'll take Kepa going the other way, though. Only because he's on 150k a week, and again, nobody is paying him that sort of money. Yeah. From what I've seen with Andre Onana, Inter fans really want to keep him. And that's a positive note. Apparently, he's really good at playing out the back. He's got good leadership skills. Not too sure about his shot stopping because I haven't watched too much Inter. But my whole thing is like, if the fans of that club want to keep the player, it's usually a good move. That's the reason why I wasn't in for Dumfries from the start. I took one look at the Inter subreddit and they were all calling him a bum. They were calling him brick freeze and all sorts of slander names. Nope, I don't want him. Onana, they want to keep him. So he might be a decent option for us. But I don't think you're going to get Kepa going the other way. I don't think that's going to happen. I definitely don't think that's going to happen. Adrian, I'm going to come back to that comment in a little sec. Big up to Ryan. I'm not sure we'll pay 70 to 80 million for an injured player. That's why they're not playing him anymore till the end of the season, bro. They're letting him heal up. Like, Mount's already been coming off the bench for the last 4 or 5 games or something. He's not injured. They're just trying to make sure he doesn't aggravate it anymore. Because there's still a player that they're trying to sell off in the summer. So yeah, we're protecting him for you, my friend. So you should be saying, thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Chelsea, for protecting our future assets. Yeah, hit the likes as well, people. Hit the likes. We are not on 100 yet. We're not on 100 yet. Could say the same about Ruben. Yeah, Ruben could be going as well. But I don't think he looks for another club. I think he just runs down his contract. Went for the wrong Milan goalkeeper. I would rather get Magnon, but I don't think Magnon leaves either. I swear he's on a long-term contract there. A lot of people talking about Magnon. Yeah, I would prefer him. I would prefer him, people. I really would. Liverpool fans that swap Mount for Jota. I agree. I think that's a great move. Or swap him for Salah. That's cool. What else is everybody saying? Reece should just get surgery at this point. He probably, well, it depends on what the doctors say, innit? Because James is out now until the end of the season. We shouldn't really be rushing him into any games anyway. Other than the Arsenal match, I wouldn't have played him in any other game this season. We have to see what's happening. We have to see what happens with James over the next few weeks. At least next season, Malo Gusto comes in, so this isn't a problem anymore. But apparently he's tweaked his hamstring again. I'm assuming it's in training. And yeah, don't take any risks. Don't take any risks on anybody right now. Mount has a pelvic injury. There you go. Go rest. Reece James, you have a hamstring injury. Go rest. This is like your third injury this year. Let him rest. Let him rest because it's just too much. It is just too much. It's a madness. Apparently we're linked to Neymar. What? No chance. I'll have one look on Twitter, but I have a feeling this is bollocks. There is no way. Manchester United have joined Chelsea in monitoring Neymar's situation, with the 31-year-old expected to be made available this summer. Weird. However, Neymar has no intention of leaving. He imagines finishing his career in Paris, from Foot Mercato. This is interest if there's any realistic look on this. I wouldn't even get too hyped about it. We'll see what happens in it. But we've been linked with Neymar every year. Every year. I don't expect nothing. Lewis, it seems Mount has a nagging adductor injury, which is preventing him from fully healing. So they gave him a PRP injection. It's not an actual surgery. Ask Alex about it. Cool. I'll come back to Alex with that. I said the only player you can have is Henderson. I'm good. You're getting Henderson. Just a younger version, bro. Just a younger version. What else? What else is everybody saying? Matt Law, Lukaku will be asked to stay under Pochettino. That's a load of waffle. That is a load of waffle. What is this shit that I'm reading? Lukaku, Pochettino. Chelsea will ask Lukaku if he wants to be part of the Poch revolution. Oh, okay. Fair enough, HM. That weren't bollocks. Fair enough, my friend. What? Ha! No way, bruv. No way are we... No. Let's look at this deeply first. Chelsea will ask Lukaku whether or not he wants to revive his Chelsea career under Pochettino, as the club have not ruled out the possibility of a return. I don't know if he's the Poch sort of striker, but I mean, I kind of understand you wanting to check all possible situations. But what the fuck? What the fuck, mate? Raw, that weren't even bullshit. This is a mad news day, you know. Imagine Mount leaves and Lukaku returns. Some people are going to be fuming. That's crazy. Man said, allow me to reintroduce myself, part 3. Ha! Ha! Oh, dear. Oh, dear. That is a madness. That is a madness. Mount's injury time frame, smoke and mirrors, so we don't play him again in order for a sell. No, I do think he's actually injured, but I think they're protecting him because of that. They could keep bringing him off the bench if they wanted to, but that could potentially aggravate it even further. Man said R9 prop 2.0. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. Oh dear, though. Imagine. People are gonna be so pissed. That is funny, bruv. That is actually funny. Imagine we actually bring Lukaku back. He's got a lot of apologies to make, though. He's got a lot of apologies to make. I will say, though, if we can't offload him, this is something that we do have to consider. This is something that we do have to consider. Even though I don't think it's the right move for us, I'd rather us get a better striker. But, boy, Lukaku returning potentially. Hold on. I'm going to have to change my title. Cool. Please know I hate watching Lukaku play. It's all mad. So what is everybody saying on Lukaku? No. I said Johnny in the mud. Johnny probably won't go games next season if Mount leaves and Lukaku comes back. Poor guy, man. Poor guy. Mister, I got 99 problems, but eating ain't one. Craziness. Craziness. Matt Law, Pochettino is a big fan of Mount. Of course, there had to be something about Mount sprinkled in there. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Imagine Pochettino says, yes, I can fix him. I can fix him. Oh, boy. Let's go. Lukaku returned, man. This Poch clout really doesn't want to win already. Fuck. I prefer my apologies in the way of goals. I mean, fairs. If he's scoring goals, nobody's going to say shit, innit? But, hey, he started scoring in the last few games. Maybe there's a little something in it. Oh, boy, we're now trying to debate Lukaku returning. Fucking hell, bruv. We're in the trenches. We are in the fucking trenches. Oh, dear. Fuck's sake. Aren't you going to rage with Lukaku next season if that happens? Oh, if Lukaku is our number 9 next season, you're going to have to give him a chance. You're going to have to give him a chance. It is what it is. I mean, diet plan Lukaku will cook. We'll take it. We'll take it. Lewis Loki has his full Tim's kit. Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened. I pressed the wrong button. My bad. My bad. Ron back part 3. Run it back turbo. That would be the craziest timeline. I thought we were done with this guy. Thought we were actually finished with this guy. And now we're saying Lukaku back. Oh, Rance wants to move the show to 6. All right, cool. Yeah, we might run that. Cool. So I'm live with Rance at 6 p.m, people. So check that out on his Twitch. Check that out on his Twitch. Oh, fucking hell, mate. Imagine Lukaku returns. Darko said Lukaku doesn't want to come back. Well, he said that already. Actually, let me check my group chat because I'm in a group chat with him. See if he said anything. Oh yeah, there's the Mount thing as well. I mean, it's an unpopular opinion, but if Pochettino wants Lukaku and Lukaku wants to come back, you gotta let it run. Gotta let it run. That is a madness, though. That is a madness. Diet plan Lukaku, craziness. Keep seeing this one as well. He's a big fan of Mount. Yeah, but like Mount has to sign a contract. Until Mount signs a contract, you can be a fan of him all you want. He won't be here. It's pointless talking about it. It's pointless discussing it until a contract is signed. I thought Argentinian Potty likes pressing. What's he keeping? I don't know, man. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense, but maybe you can change him. There is a thing though, like you can have a pressing system and have one player that doesn't press. You just need to have players around him that can do the dog work for him. And the guy who isn't pressing needs to be coming up with consistent goals and assists. So if we're going to use Lukaku, he has to be banging GNA, because if he isn't, he will be holding the team back. So yeah, that's my only thoughts on it. Big up to Jordan, the newest member. Big up, my G. Man said this is some monster wet dream. Jorginho left, Poch and Lukaku in. All he needs is Declan Rice. Big up to my G monster, bruv. Big up. Matt Law said the same thing about... that's why I don't listen to what he says about Mount. Because I know when it's Mount, he's coming with a biased take. So I'll listen to him about everything else. I'm not listening to Matt Law about Mount. Because he waffles. I don't know what it is, but like he's always saying some BS on Mount. Big up to Ryan saying when he deep it, obese James has only outperformed Trent in just one season. There is levels to the game. Bro, you were caught on Twitter last season saying James is clear of Trent, and you got cooked by Liverpool fans to the point where you had to delete it. You will not switch on Reece James now. We're not doing it. James is still clear of Trent as a right back. He is still clear of him. The only thing Trent has on him is passing. And that's it. And that is it. The scummy Scousers is piping up because they might be dodging the cardio cousins. No chance. No chance. You ain't over till fat Lukaku's sick. You are not serious going in, bruv. Oh my gosh. We all make mistakes. Yeah, fair enough, but you didn't make a mistake with that tweet. Like, you were spitting. It's one of the few times I've agreed with your tweets, my friend. Don't know why you're going back on it now. Don't know why you're going back on it now. Hit the like button, people, though. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. What else? Oh yeah, when I say passing, I mean crossing with that. Any other comments? I said Ryan is so annoying, and he said thank you. Ryan, you're my G. I swear down. Big up, bro. Big up, my guy. Why this Rom? Leave him alone. Give the guy a chance. He has had 2 chances at Chelsea. We even gave him chances after the interview. And then he did everything to force his way out to Inter. He's got to make it up to us now. He needs to show us why we should give him a chance. We shouldn't be doing that. We should not be doing that. Yeah, calm. Why are we now doing Hazard Salah debates? Because Hazard's clear, man. Salah's still like a baller. Oh yeah, Salah and Hazard debate to just be had now is it's close. It's very close, but Hazard is still clear. Hazard is a much better footballer than Salah. Salah's a better goal scorer. That's about it. Yeah, he has the GNA on Hazard, but that's why you don't judge everyone based on goals and assists. I keep telling people, if you put Hazard in that Liverpool team that Salah had, with Firmino and Mane and the midfield in its prime, Trent and fucking Robertson, fucking Hazard will have 30, 35 GNA a season too. Easily. But he didn't. You gave him Willian, Morata, Higuain, Batshuayi, all of these bums, and it ain't the same. That's why the only argument you have against Hazard is GNA. Hazard is clear of Salah. Salah, like, it's a good debate. I understand it. I don't think it's insulting. Hazard is clear, though. Let's not do this. Every year we try and bring this debate back up for no reason, and it's silly. It's silly. Hazard is clear. Hazard is fucking clear. Hazard play. Yeah, that's my main thing as well. If you put Salah in that Chelsea team, he's not getting as much GNA. Man said most Santa debates in 2023. Fucking hell. Put some respect on Willian. Like, yeah, great running, great dribbling into the final third, and he was shit at everything else. Sorry, not sorry. Like, let's not do that, man. Let's not do that. Willian, when Hazard was in his prime, I spent years saying I want a better right winger next to Hazard than Willian. Him and the Hazard, was it? No. At times, I'll give Willian that he had good games. In terms of consistency, nah, he was holding Hazard back at times. He was holding Hazard back. I remember 17-18, I think Hazard had 88 chances created that season and 4 assists with Willian and Morata up top. At least put respect. Yeah, Willian's got great hair. Great hair. Fair play. Jesters wants the link. Was there any other news? We've gone through Onana, Gallagher. There's not really too much on Pochettino, but according to Felix Johnson, the aim is to have Poch in the stands for the Arsenal game next Tuesday. So keep a lookout for that. Keep a lookout. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna send the link out though. We're gonna send the link out. While I'm doing this, if you want to guarantee I don't miss your comment, hit the super chat button. If not, just hit the like button or do whatever. Oh, mitchyboy wants to hop on. Go for it, bro. Yeah, I'll send you the link as well. Cool. Just send that over. I think that's everyone. I think that is everyone. Yes, guys. What's everybody saying?
Yo, good. I can't lie. We're gonna get a new striker. I don't think it's just Lukaku gonna come back though.
Sure, it's looking like it. Well, it's not looking like it might be. It could go either way.
Well,
I think they're going to wait to see what Pochettino and Lukaku want first.
Don't believe any of those reports. Not a damn one of them.
He's coming back though, regardless.
No, well, of course he is because he's our
Of
player,
course, yeah.
and he's going to be off loan. So yeah,
I
he
think
is coming
he
back.
comes back, but not in the stadium, like Lewis has said.
Yeah. He's
But
gonna
don't
be on
believe
the
any
US
of those
tour.
reports.
You
None
think
of
he's gonna
them,
be on the US tour?
because there's no way that Mauricio Pochettino went into Todd Bowley's office and said, "I ain't taking the job unless you give me Mason Mount." That's just fucking stupid. And if you believe that, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona, and maybe the Golden Gate Bridge. So I don't know what the hell people think. These journos had these stories ready to go. Again, how do you know that he wasn't called into Bowley's office to say, you're getting, the surgery shut it down for the end of the year? What if that was the conversation? And then everybody looks stupid.
Exactly.
If y'all haven't figured it out already, journalists don't care about giving you truth anymore. They just want to be first with a story that you'll click on.
Clicky, clicky, clicky.
Game is the game. Game is the game.
That's the game. And they can say, well, I said it was, it seemed to be, or it was the air around the club that maybe he would be. That's some bullshit, man. Either have a source and say, according to inside sources, Mason Mount will resign.
Well, you do realize journalists, they want to make more money in it, so that's why.
Well, that's right. That's why
they want to make more money in it. They want to make money for their own living.
Is Jimmy all right? He's on the floor. Are you all right, man?
Jimmy's funny.
What's wrong with the floor?
Yeah, it's just exercise bed. Extra large bed.
Dang, you must have had that good stuff.
Well, when you buy a house, you use every fucking part of it, including the
I haven't been in the second floor of my house one time in a year and a half, man.
See, that's a problem. You gotta use every part of it. Go use every part of your house.
Well, but that was
he's got kids.
No. That was before kids. Kids. And when I got kids, I went upstairs because there was too much noise. Yeah, I went upstairs.
Oh, they're downstairs. Okay, I thought they were upstairs.
Really? No, now way upstairs.
Realistically,
no way you don't go up there.
Actually, I was just exercising. I never got up.
So. I think Ivan Toney could be the only option. I just can't see us buy Osherman,
We're not buying.
I don't think Osherman is options at all. I don't think so.
He might be going PSG apparently.
He might be staying actually.
I think he's
there's a bigger percentage of him staying than going anywhere. For
150 million.
If Napoli wins the league, yeah, they're gonna win the league anyway. So yeah,
they're gonna win the league.
Won the league.
Yeah, that league is wrapped up.
The league's done.
That league is done. That league is done. They're just waiting to celebrate.
They're just waiting until it's mathematic.
Yeah, you saw that celebration. You saw the people following the bus last week when they won. They had like 100. They had 100 and something bikes behind them, fans just following the bus.
Well, when was the last time Napoli won Serie A? Maradona?
Since the last time they won. It's been a minute.
3 years ago.
3 years ago? Did you say 3 years ago?
No, 33.
Oh, yeah, 33. I was about to say.
Yeah. And they were supposed to win it again, but remember the mob went and paid off games and they couldn't win it that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that documentary. Yeah. They were supposed to win it back-to-back years and they said, nope, not this year. Fuck out of here.
So they threatened Maradona as well.
They threatened to kill him and all types of shit.
Let's say we get striker then. Where are we gonna put Nkunku then?
Behind the striker.
At the 10.
Yeah.
Where he's best bet.
Yeah, that's a spot.
Just before I forgot, before you gone again, do you want me to send you to the kid? Because my daughter,
that'd be awesome.
She grew out of it. I'll let you know because my wife is gonna go for the clean up the closets and stuff. So if something do you want it, I'll just send it to you.
I got him in an Adidas tracksuit. I got a picture of him in his Adidas tracksuit. So
if something when she's done with it, I'll just send it to you, Brink.
Hey, I appreciate it. I got another one on the way at the end of May.
Congrats.
You got what?
I got another one on the way at the end of May.
Grandkid?
Wow.
Yeah, second grandkid.
Second grandkid? Oh. Congrats, man.
Thank you. I didn't do none of the work though.
Yeah. But that's the best. That's the best part about grandkids. No work. You ain't got to do none of the work.
Yeah. You send them home when you're done.
That's right.
Mitchy boy, you said you wanted to speak on Poch quickly.
Is everybody on the Poch train? Is everybody on board with
I'm on.
It looks like he's going to solidify things, develop players. It looks like the sort of transition manager we need. I think the elite manager thing would be the wrong thing at the moment. So this guy ticks all the boxes for me. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, well, I'm with you.
I'm okay. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of him, but I'm comfortable enough with him to take the charge of Chelsea.
Yeah.
My question is, what you said is he's elite manager. Nowadays, elite managers do not do a good job lately for me. There's no elite managers that actually did a good enough job to tell me that the elite level will bring the next extra step. You know what I'm saying? So there's no, like, who? Mourinho, he's elite manager. I seriously doubt it, though, if he's going to be elite on that kind of stage.
I don't think he's elite anymore.
You see what I'm saying? So elite is Pep. He in leaving City for Chelsea. That's number 2. Elite manager.
Klopp.
Klopp. Yeah.
Is Klopp an elite manager?
Yes.
I consider him elite because he won something when Pep is here. So for me, it's a tough competition to beat. So based on that, I'm talking about just in general.
He beat Pep and then lost to him by like a point.
We can debate if Klopp is not or yes. I don't know. I'm just saying in the recent history, and that's how I'm gonna go by. I'm not gonna go to the coaches of the 70s. They're elite, but they're not elite. You see what I'm saying? Would you think Ancelotti is elite?
That's all opinion based. That's elite and not elite.
Yeah. Of course it is. What I'm trying to talk about what mitchyboy is saying. Like he's a transitional manager. I don't think there is such a thing as a transitional. I hope Chelsea does not look at him as a transitional. He can become one if he gets into the wall and he cannot pass that wall. And I think what mitchyboy is talking about the elite, it's what he faced at Tottenham. That's why people think that he's not elite, because he haven't done nothing that will make that extra step that what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like that extra in the Premier League, if you're talking about Farmers League, whatever, you can have your own opinions.
Well, at that time, when Pochettino came to Spurs, it was when he literally improved Southampton team, let alone Sadio Mane in that side as well.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about, Fatur. We're talking about... No. You're right, but that's not the questions that we ask, what's his name, Poch now. It's actually good. What people don't understand, why I'm looking at the Poch, is not necessarily only time.
It's good developing in young players.
Yes, I'm talking about the squad that we have right now. He fits better than, for example, Enrique Iglesias. Because I keep asking people in the chat, name me one that he produced from young age and developed and really good. And somebody told me Neymar. And if you think Neymar is something should be credited to Enrique, it's up on you. But I can tell you how many Poch did, how many Nagelsmann did, even though there's only one that I know because I don't watch Bundesliga. So I can see what you're saying, Michu, but I don't think Chelsea looking that way, because I think it's something that you will address at the matter of when that problem presents. Because you can, when you're saying that he's not elite manager, I agree with you, but at the same time, he wasn't faced those elite challenges. He was in the Champions League final. I agree with you. But he was also challenging from the biggest fraud of the ownership that ever faced, one of the biggest. I'm not taking anything from Ashley. That was I felt bad for the Newcastle fans, how that fan base was treated. But he is the number 2 of the worst owners on the planet Earth. And that's why my biggest question is with Poch. If that's the reason he didn't make that extra step, so we'll see. I just don't think it's something that's set in stones. Well, I think we will fix it in 2-3 years. That problem.
Let me ask this: what has Tottenham done since Poch left?
Nothing.
They did what Chelsea did. They hired the wrong managers. They had the players the way they played, and it's like we did. We hired Sarri right after we had Conte, and it's like a completely different players. You cannot fix it, or opposite.
I think
look at Lewis. Oh, good old Lewis.
I just think that we need some teamwork. We need patterns of play, and this is the right guy to develop all that. You know, this elite manager thing is used too much. I don't believe in it that much. I think it's the right fit for our team, and the right fit for our team as this guy. We're lucky that the other guys have knocked it back, I think, because we've actually landed on the right choice, in my opinion.
Nagelsmann versus him. I will actually debate that. I can debate. I just never thought that Poch was even in the contention of the job. I've never thought that he will be on the list. That's why I never brought him up. But he was in the back of my head. I always I always rated him, and I didn't necessarily rated him from only Tottenham. I remember him how he made that team Southampton so good that Liverpool raided and bought all of these players.
All the players.
Like you can say that Southampton was the basis for Liverpool's run.
Yes, that's literally their foundation. Yeah, and that's all patchwork.
Yep.
Like I said, we need the coach. We don't need the manager at this point of the time. We need the coach that can tell young players. As much as we can debate, we don't have a team. To have elite manager, you have to have elite team. Usually elite managers come to elite teams. They don't build them.
I feel like this is where they didn't go with Enrique. I think Enrique would have demanded, buy me this player, buy me that player. But I think the direction of these owners is we want to develop these young players or buy players of certain caliber, and you make them elites. Or
let's not forget their vision as well. Like they want a manager that would want to collaborate with them.
I think that collaborate thing. I think they would have gone with. I think managers nowadays, they understand that. At least it's not in the 80s and 90s where managers do everything. They don't hear anything from the board. Nowadays, most managers collaborate with the board. It's just the level of collaboration. I don't know.
Right. I never got the Enrique thing because he'd been out of club management for 5 years.
Long time.
That's a long time to be out of the game.
I don't think that's.
No, it's a huge thing.
That's a long time, bro.
There is no correlation between being a national team manager and a club manager. There's not even close.
That's a fact.
So
remember we hired the World Cup winner manager from Brazil. How well did he do?
Chelsea. I keep saying Chelsea.
It's just that never made sense to me.
Of
course, I wanted Nagelsmann because I like the way he plays, but apparently they didn't click. So I'm not bothered by that. We gotta get over it. We're fans. We're not. We're not owners of the club. We can make demands on who we want hired.
Nagelsmann felt like he was above the interview process.
He felt
I actually felt like it.
And again, that's all on Chelsea's side. I'm sure there's spin on his side as well. I don't believe none of it.
I think he had.
I just say he didn't get the job is all I need to know.
No, Jester, he actually, one of you can believe it or not, but in one interview, he said he thought that he had the job and there was just the conversations.
Yeah. Right. You think
that's
if you have your mate,
that's like an entitlement. Yeah, he has an entitlement.
No, that you can see it that way, but you can also ask the question: why did he feel that way? Who made him feel that way?
That's what I want to say.
Was Vavel in this year saying?
Who made him feel that way?
It probably
felt that way. Maybe that's the same reason why Bayern got rid of him. It's a sense of entitlement.
Yeah,
maybe
and if that's
the
Jimmy, I will put the line even bigger. Isn't it a kind of similar thing with why Tuchel got fired?
I saw the same thing.
Like a Tuchel and Poch.
Hold on.
Tuchel and Bowley. What was the argument, supposedly? I still believe he did the lines, if you ask me. But if you think what Bowley said, based on what Bowley said, there's no communication, it's kind of similar to Nagelsmann if you think about it.
You don't even want to be interviewed. You don't want to be fucking interviewed. Like I'm about to hire you, bro. We can't sit down and talk.
Yeah, that was a big red flag for me.
I was told that the owners shouldn't be talking to him because they didn't know what the hell they were doing. It's what some people on Twitter said. I don't want to name drop.
Listen, okay, so why did the owner went to that dressing room during that halftime game then?
Because he owns the damn club. And if
but that's not a good thing to do.
Boots and ass.
No, but Alex, isn't it kind of better for him to do that now while we have a manager like Lampard in charge? And this early on,
the West Ham game.
West Ham game.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't think this is the important part. I want to know one of the biggest things because I'm not following, but I don't follow Johnny. But What is Johnny saying about Poch? I have a
I
serious...
hate him.
Easy.
Yeah.
He's a yes man.
He's a yes man.
Johnny was up for the Enrique thing.
I knew that. So that was the biggest thing.
I'm here for that.
But my biggest thing is if he has a slight chance of holding to the mount at Chelsea, I promise you.
No,
Poch
Johnny doesn't believe that.
Reason.
He doesn't believe
Poch is gonna be the biggest reason Mount's staying. Because
Johnny doesn't believe that.
But Alex, he's already dismissing that. Even if he ends up staying, it won't be Pochettino's influence. He's already dismissing it.
No way, because Poch likes that high intensity game.
Are you surprised? That's how Johnny operates.
No, but
don't be surprised.
Common sense. I think Poch. I think Mount will suit Poch. That's why I told you, Lewis. Don't hip on Mount. I still don't think he's leaving.
And Gallagher must stay.
No.
Gallagher.
Not both.
One of them has to go.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, one of them has to go.
I really don't care if any of them stay.
Wait. Wait. Y'all gonna talk about Connor and he's right here next to me? Come on, man. He's right here.
You might want to give him a little something. Make him play better.
Look at that pretty blonde hair.
He can hear y'all.
You're just jealous, Jimmy. You're just jealous of the blonde hair, Jimmy.
Blind out, man. Leave Blind out alone. Don't talk about Blaze right here. That's my guy.
You're just jealous. You're just jealous of his blonde hair, man.
No, that's my guy. Hey, he scored out 1 goal in the last 50 games. You got to give him that.
Exactly. From open play, by the way.
Hey, Alex, by the way, about the sniff Tuchel thing, I heard another. I didn't hear what happened, but I heard from someone who I think he has a lot of insights in what happens in these clubs. And he said, no. He said it wasn't that. He didn't say what it was, but he said he himself also for sure he would have fired Tuchel. But he knows a lot of things about like English clubs and what the secret things that happens. And he said it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
Yeah. I don't believe him.
When I start seeing Tuchel with that 5 o'clock shadow, I'm worried. I saw that last loss. Looked on the bench. He had that 5 o'clock shadow. He had that look like, you know what I mean? I'm looking like
my supplier, like try to dial my supplier.
Fuck you now.
I really want to know what it is, though.
Tuchel lost 3 games in 7. Nagelsmann lost 3 in like 30. Come on, man. What's going on over there?
He looks like a shell of himself.
I mean,
man, those what's the name? Those vacations in India didn't pay out, man.
Yeah. Where's Declare? Declare was arguing with me the other day. I'm like, Declare, you could Tuchel's crap now. You can't tell me he's still something's wrong. Something's wrong.
No. Remember what I said. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's a luck with managers. Sometimes it's a luck because, like, I'd never thought that Tuchel would work out at Chelsea. I've never did it.
Yeah, I remember you said that from the beginning.
What kind of owner we have? Tuchel will never work out. Turns out they did. The only reason they did because the owner was not allowed in the country.
Done anything crazy before he came to Chelsea.
First time he met him was at the Champions League final.
Yeah, Champions League final.
But if you know, like, you think him and Roman would have crashed if Roman was allowed in the country?
100%.
For sure, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
That's what I'm saying. So it was like the best thing that he couldn't even get to the country. Yeah. So it worked out.
The reason it worked is because he was sanctioned. Roman was the best thing that happened to Tuchel.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he got on well with Marina. Maybe they were. I don't know if they were.
Yes.
Yeah. No, he got along with Marina.
Have a thing too.
That.
Yeah, that's something. Maybe
he loved Marina.
Oh.
Yeah.
What if the affair was wrong? What if it was with
Marina? It might have been something like that. Who knows? I'm just spitballing. What if it was that?
We are TMZ.
Bolly walked in and Tuchel was all in.
Yeah.
It's not.
Moyo, it's not what it looks into the like. Office, Marina and Tuchel were rolling rolling the lines.
It's not what it looks like.
Allegedly.
It's not what it looks like.
All right, let me go through a few of these super quick. Big up Dags saying Poch did good at Spurs. The PSG tenure worries me. The only thing that worries me about that is the deep blocks. That's it. Nothing else. But I appreciate the donation, bro. Big up Kashawn saying, remember Roman wanted Poch too. I think he wanted Poch after we sacked Lampard, and I think after we sacked...
Before.
No.
Before.
Yeah, before.
He wanted before.
It was before.
Yeah. 2018.
2016, actually, I think.
Oh, 16 as well. I
he was
remember
still at
2018.
Tottenham.
Yes.
That's a brazy move for him to try that. Fair enough. And big up Dinishan saying Poch sells stars at Spurs to give.
No.
Poch never sold anybody.
He never sold anybody.
No, he sold like guys like Adebayor and a bunch of.
He didn't sell them. He doesn't have that.
Imagine saying Poch had any kind of pull at Tottenham selling on bad players.
Poch didn't sell shit.
He didn't buy no one.
He also didn't buy nothing.
He
had no control over that.
These men are signing.
Yo, Poch was there just coaching. He wasn't even managing shit. He was just coaching.
You know what? He
was washed.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay.
Gylfi Sigurdsson, he get rid of. Well, he.
So that's meant to be. I don't think that's.
He made Dele Alli look like somebody. Come on, how can we not want this guy?
He did, man. People are actually onto my case.
Holy shit!
Dele Alli is the player.
Dele Alli.
Like, tell me when he can beat the player 1-on-1, and I'll wait. And that never happened. And he's in Turkey.
He's got a turkey.
I think Madueke, Mudryk, all those young guys, they should be happy for Poch. They should be seeing Poch coming.
Yeah.
I just want Poch to turn our midfield into that West African black dudes in there.
Wanyama, Dembele. Don't worry about that. You forgot what Poch's midfield looked like? Don't worry.
You're gonna have an Argentinian in there. You're gonna have an Argentinian in there.
Bring in Lavia.
We'll take an Argentinian. Them tough. Hey, we want tough.
I want some
extra
dark guys in
Yeah,
there.
Not too much milk in the cause.
Moyo pause. That's a
I don't
black
know.
man.
I had to pause myself.
Lavia is Belgian.
Yeah, but he's
but he doesn't look like
he's African.
One at a time, guys.
Yeah, he's about as Belgian as I am French. My last name is French.
Name me one black Belgian guy who is an African.
On that French national team, how many French descents of people over there actually?
Nobody. Hugo Lloris, man. That's it. Man.
And he's the worst player on the team.
Rabio.
Those guys are about as French as I am American.
When was the last time that a goalkeeper got yanked at halftime?
At halftime. No, they saying he took himself off.
Really?
They were saying he was hurt.
He refused to come back out.
Was hurt. He got that pride hurt.
Did you see Danny Rose's face when they announced that he was doing an interview?
Did you see what Danny Rose was wearing?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I don't know, man.
What was Danny Rose doing?
What was he wearing?
He looked like something Meghan Markle would wear.
He looked like a space cadet. Like, I don't know what the hell he had on. Like, he had on like a junior cadet flag aviator suit or something. I don't know what he had on.
I don't know. I don't get fashion anymore. I'm old.
I ain't that old. Shit. I ain't that old.
Have you guys looked at the way Poch plays? Because everybody's been talking about a DM, whereas it looks as if he has a pivot and then an attacking midfielder.
Didn't he play through DM though? Double DM back in the day.
Well,
Do you think we're going to have two DMs in that pivot then? Is that what you're saying?
Well, we'll put Enzo as a,
Enzo be more
attacking. Wanyama and Dembele back in the day.
Yeah. It'll be Enzo.
Oh, Dyer and Wing.
Here's the difference between a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-3-3. It's where they start on the pitch.
That's it.
That's it. Because one of those sixes is not sitting. They're going to go forward.
Somebody's going to go a little bit more advanced than the neck. Exactly.
Yeah. And there'll be one sitting. And so it's just the way you set up the team to create passing angles and everything else. It's
no. For FIFA, it's how you set up the team for FIFA, so people can play.
I think one person that's going to benefit a lot is Enzo. I think Enzo will thrive under Poch a lot.
The minute Enzo doesn't have to sit, he's going to thrive.
Oh, yeah, fair. Yeah.
The minute he doesn't have to sit, he has to sit for us. That's why he hasn't even been as good as he's been.
I don't think it's it. I actually think he likes to be a sitter. Because both options that he had sometimes within the games, he decided he chose to stay.
So do you think it's confidence though? Do you think maybe
No?
I think more importantly, you just need to give him space to roam around. Because a player like him, sometimes he wants to drop deeper to collect the ball. That's why it looks like he's okay with sitting. It's just where positionally he wants to be. If he wants to move up a little bit higher, let him do it. Just give him that positional freedom. That's really
But
it.
he does it when he's at the top of the box. He still does it. The thing is, he chooses and likes to go back. I think people were sleeping on it. I think he likes to stay deep a little bit.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that too.
And put another DM next time. Yeah, how solid that'll be. No. He needs.
That's why I think the Pep, the two pivot. What's his name? Jimmy, mute yourself for a second. I think people missing on that double pivot thing with the modern way to play. It's the way that both of them can sit or both of them can progress.
Exactly.
That's
what
I'm saying. So it's not something set in stones. But if you,
I've got issue with that.
Fix your issue. It's your issue. No. It's not my issue. It's not Chelsea's issue. Oh my God, that's my issue.
Both of them the number 10, right? That's why you work on Felix, because Felix doesn't work hard off the ball.
2 6s doesn't mean they're both going to roam.
Yeah, that's who is number 10 that we are getting in the summer?
We're not getting anyone. We're not getting.
We're not.
We
already have one.
We have one in Kunku.
Lukaku.
Yeah.
And it works. And it works harder. No. He works harder off the ball, better than Felix. That's why I think. Remember the Tottenham game, for example, where we played 4-2-3-1. Felix wasn't doing anything. He wasn't helping out in midfield. And then if you have two,
why are you bringing Felix in the conversation when I tell you that Felix is not a problem? And Kuku's already have a 10.
Having two DMs two sixes that like to roam around. You need a midfield that also help them. Because what you're gonna be out.
Yeah, it's Caldenzo. Oh, what's his name? And Kuku.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And Mount, if Mount stays.
Yeah. That's how it's gonna work. Felix, I don't see where he's staying.
I don't see Felix where he's staying either.
Yeah.
Felix only stays if he
Felix
extends
can
his
play
loan.
that last ball. Sorry, Jesters.
Oh no, go ahead. I apologize.
Do you think that any of you guys think that Felix has got the last ball? Because I think he's a great player. He's great when he receives it and runs with it, but the last pass is dreadful. The last thing he does.
Down.
Yeah, he looks like Mount.
I think that's because he doesn't have any prolific striker ahead of him. That's
no, his head is down.
His head is down. Yeah.
His head is down when he dribbles.
Yeah.
He reminds me of a forward Kovacic.
Yeah.
He'll give you all the beautiful stuff, but no. Hey.
Yeah,
you get all you want to do. Ain't got no end product.
I agree with just on that.
But he doesn't look up for the final pass. Yeah, that's what I see from
Kova. And I tell you what, Kovacic at least look for the pass before shot, because even Kovacic knows that he's worst at shooting, so he chooses to pass it.
No, I don't think Kovacic.
Let's say hypothetically, if we get a number 9 next season, will we get the best out of Felix?
Such a freaking bipolar kid, man. We're talking about.
I'm telling you again. Felix only stays if he extends his loan. We're not buying him this summer.
Yeah, I don't think so, and I definitely don't want 80 million.
They don't have the money under FFP.
Not for that goddamn price.
Yeah.
Does anybody think that a coach can improve Felix? Because he's still youngish.
Sure, he's still highly talented, but the problem is the hole in his game is he's a head down player, and if you're looking for a creator, you've got to have your head up.
The only thing about the head down players is it's two things. It's either confidence or he is a head down player. So I'm not gonna judge the kid because the head down play becomes when you are not comfortable in your own skills. And I don't think it's that. Because look, if you don't play for a long time or you're not comfortable with your teammates, you will do such a thing. It's called extra touch. You will be a little bit slightly extra cautious. You will look around before you receive the pass. That's a mental. I don't know. I haven't watched Felix before. Based on his stats, he did not improve. Everybody who has warned me about Felix before we got to Chelsea that he is not a good finisher, it's proven to be right. He's good at what he did, what Mitchu said. He's excellent at it. But he's not reading the room sometimes.
No, I've watched Felix before, and he's not a head down type of player. I think it's a confidence thing. But his issue has always been he doesn't work hard enough, and he just lacks an end product. He's supremely talented, but he's not able to apply himself consistently.
He's not a head down player when he's playing with Portugal. I got to be honest.
No, he was not.
No. The funny part is there could be because the England is quicker. He doesn't have too much time, so he's rushing it. He's not comfortable on the foot.
You're right.
That could
the
make him
adjustment to
go
the pace.
down.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
That it could be that too. Yes. Yeah.
I wouldn't even describe him.
Willing to put 80 million bet on it?
I wouldn't even describe him as a luxury
That's
player.
the question. 80 million bet.
No.
No, but I understand what Jester's
was
saying too. They could extend the loan.
Yep.
It depends if they will agree to loan. Yes.
Yeah, they could extend the loan. Pay another
Would Felix
loan fee.
accept Chelsea as 11 as a loan? Or he will be offered, for
Hold on, read
example,
that
Arsenal.
super chat so we can cook him real quick.
Big up to Alwet saying Enzo lacks pace and dribbling to run around. I don't really agree with the dribbling.
What?
He does have a lack of top
That
end
has
pace,
a slight
but
pace, but I don't want him
But
to
when you
use a
say
bolt.
lack something, that means you can't do it. That sounds stupid. We
so
watched
he's
Enzo.
that's Jorginho.
Yes, that's Jorginho. That's
Okay.
describing Jorginho. Is Enzo Jorginho? No.
Why you have that fraud always on your thumbnail?
I've got like 100
why you
pictures.
no? Why you cheering for Arsenal?
On standby. You didn't know that by
Why
now.
are you cheering for Arsenal?
Is that an Arsenal picture or a
Listen,
Chelsea
he
picture?
has a Jorginho folder. I wouldn't be surprised if he got Jorginho in the little in the
Are you
Speedo.
wanking in the corner sometimes with that blood fraud?
He probably got him
What are
in
you
with the
thinking of me
Speedo.
wanking for? Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't have Jorginho.
I don't know either. Hey, it's a Chelsea.
This coming from the guy who's got a
Chelsea
Jorginho
picture.
face
It's not
mask.
Arsenal.
Yeah, Alex, you got a Jorginho face mask. Yeah,
Aye,
hide your camera.
yo,
That's right.
yeah.
Hide your
Yeah,
camera,
didn't your wife like beg you to throw that away or something?
That was a
Oh,
crazy
no.
turn, bro.
Exposed.
You got a Jorginho mouse pad, bro?
No, I printed Jorginho's face, and I cut out eyes and the mouth, and I just put it in front of my face.
Oh.
No,
So,
Jimmy,
but
he's
I put it,
Jimmy.
I put it,
no.
I pinned
You got a
it against the
Jorginho
wall.
face mask with the mouth
No.
on.
I remember it. I remember it. I used to watch the stream.
Huh?
I remember.
I
it.
painted
Jimmy.
the picture to the wall, so the eyes are like bright white. So my
Jimmy.
wife at night wakes up and she's like, "Take that fucking face off the thing."
No, Jimmy, we all know the real
There's a
truth,
stranger
Jimmy.
in the house.
Jimmy, his wife asked him to wear it, Jimmy. His wife asked him to wear it.
Shut
We all know
up.
the real reason.
She-
We all know the-
If she will ever do that,
Hello,
it will be a
hello.
Giroud. If she will ever ask, it will be a Giroud. It will
Hello.
never be that fraud.
I tell you, you're a menace, bro.
So wait, is
Alex,
there
is
a
that-
good one?
Just
Is
like
there a
me,
good
I
one?
like those. I like it. Something to squeeze. Jorginho ain't having it.
What on earth, man? Yo,
Pause.
pause,
Well,
absolute pause. That
We're
is
getting
so
close to that
Absolute pause. What
black
do you pause,
discussion
man?
we had a couple years ago. Let's
Let's
slow
you
it down.
are
Slow it
dirty,
down.
man. Be clean for one day.
Yo, I know that ain't who I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey,
King
hey,
Simp talking. I don't know King
what
Simp
you mean?
talking.
I'm clean.
King
Same
Simp.
man
wait,
talked
wait.
about
Why
25,
are
30
people
couple
like-
days ago.
You know what's funny? People like Fatur all retweet what's called
Astrid.
freaking
Astrid.
Astrid will get banned. Why are you retweeting it? If you're why? If you're following her, that means that you like her content. Why are you retweeting it and saying yes, finally she got banned? Why are you following her? All of you.
I said finally, like you didn't try to get a picture of her at City Away. If I speak,
No. See, once again, you lie. See, why you lying with this name, man? You lie. That's a lie.
Yo, why you got
Are
those
you
top
invisible?
shades
That's a
on?
lie.
Are you
That's
invisible?
a lie. Number one, I was forced because I was chasing the trade from
Oh, you were
Manchester on the way
forced.
back. I was forced. I was pulled up. I was ready to leave.
Oh yeah,
man.
she overpowered you. Yeah, she overpowered you. Yeah, that's what
So
happened.
basically,
That's what
Mr.
happened,
Ben
she
overpowered
you.
me, so it is what it is.
let me guess, it was the aura. You couldn't handle the aura.
Or
But
the,
Why
wait,
you
that
put
girl-
or the smell.
in
Oh, well,
in the awkward spot, man?
That
Why?
girl, I swear, man, she looks so ugly. I don't even.
oh, she got.
She got no ass, no tits.
Actually,
Nothing.
nothing.
Why would you talk about tits on the
We
street?
say
man?
Ru-
What's
she
wrong with you,
ain't she ain't
man?
Russian then. She ain't got no ass
No,
and tits. She ain't Russian.
No, I'm not I
I
like big
love
butts and
Russian
big
women.
tits.
You are
That's it.
dirty. You are
Them Eastern European women. whew. Hey, let me tell you something. They got a lot in common with the darker skin flesh when it comes to the derriere, brother.
I just like
Okay,
motorboating,
moving
you
on.
know?
All right, moving on.
Americans,
Moving on.
do you know
James
what's
is in,
motorboating?
No. Let's move on. Let's move on before this thing gets
Is
out
it-
of hand.
Is it me? I feel like Reece James should definitely start playing as centre
It's
back.
you.
What did you say about Reece James?
He should be a centre back.
No,
Can you kick him off? He just 2 in 1 day. Bad
what
day.
are you talking about?
I actually understand why people
moving him.
say.
Right
Yeah,
center
go ahead,
back.
Sorry, Michi, what are you saying?
I've talked about on everybody's always poo-pooed it. I wondered if we could move him somewhere so he didn't get injured all the time.
So you're not saying, okay, so we'll say that. I can understand that. But he making it seem like he's like that's his best position to play.
No. His best position is right wing back, obviously. But I feel like to preserve him, midfield, inverted.
He don't need preservation, right? To be honest, Reece James got to get in better shape. I'm just gonna be honest. He
gotta lay out those cookies, man.
Yeah, he has to get in better shape. He has to get in better shape.
People who said no, please go look how Reece James will look when he first came to Chelsea.
Yeah, he has to get in better shape.
No, I'm not talking about when he was 8. I'm talking about when he first made it from Wigan.
Nutritionist. He has to. You can see his body shape. He's a naturally bulky, thick dude, but he has to eat better.
Yeah, I mean, look at his sister. Like they all have the same kind of DNA.
And his father.
Yeah,
but
that comes from somewhere. People were fighting with us last week.
It's true. If they were system bruv, they would have the same type of DNA, Moyo. Just to breaking news for you.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Well, that's usually what happens when you
breaking
your brother
news
and your
for you.
sister. You
Wait, what'd you say?
You saying you have a DNA problem, Andrew, right?
Yeah, he had an
No,
Einstein moment.
Moya was going, they have the same type of DNA.
Yeah.
Are you trying to do Ancestry.com over here?
If they don't, the father got a whole lot of questions if they don't have the same question.
I was thinking of a different word. I was like, screw it.
Yeah, that came out way wrong. I know, yeah.
Sometimes the guys like to do too much weight in the gym.
Yes, like he needs to take off some of that
Somebody
muscle.
needs to tell him to
He has to
stop.
become more pliable. That's why when you see him bend like that, he's injured. He got to become more pliable. He got to go talk to Tom Brady, man.
Jimmy, I don't know if you remember back in the 80s.
His ex-wife Giselle, or what's her name?
No, about pliability. All jokes aside, that's how Tom Brady was able to play so long. The muscles got to be able to stretch and bend. Not so much thickness on yourself.
What's his name? We have in our team that does that. His name is Thiago Silva.
Yes, that's why Thiago Silva able to last so long.
But he's also Brazilian.
Well, yeah,
and those dudes ain't
that always helps too. That helps too.
Tell that to what's his name?
You talk about a party in Brazil.
Carlos.
Yeah, he partied though. He partied. No, Thiago Silva don't party. He don't party, man. He don't party. Yeah, those other dudes.
I'm saying they can get fat too. That's nothing about it.
That's what I'm saying. They party. Like when I say party, I mean like they even when they start to get older, they eat like they did when they was 21, and you know that don't work.
Yeah,
it don't
metabolism
work.
catch up.
Yeah, your metabolism. They don't. Thiago take care of himself. He treat his body like his temple, man. You can clearly see that. And it helps when you're married and with kids and all that. It helps. It keeps you in order. You know how that is.
Like post-match recovery and stuff. I remember looking at Thiago Silva's recovery when he was joining us from PSG.
Yeah,
he looked off his body the same way Ronaldo did.
Like Ronaldo. Yeah,
but that's how he found out. He was talking to Ronaldo about his recovery process and stuff, because as much as your output is, you gotta have to input, but not necessarily physically. You have to put it to rest, because it's like why people cannot sleep for a certain amount of time and they die automatically. If you don't sleep for a certain amount of time, if you don't sleep, it's after a certain amount of time you die.
Your body drop down.
You're just dying.
Yeah.
You're shutting
down. Amount of hours without sleep.
Yeah,
so many days. Days. If you're not sleeping for a certain amount of days, you're dying. Like literally, you will just die.
Your body is shut down.
There's been streamers that happened to, because they were doing like a 5-day no sleep.
Yeah, they try to do the stream thing. Yeah.
And then
they just pass out their desk and it's like you're done. Mad.
The reason why I'm saying about Thiago Silva and Ronaldo, it's actually brought up to the point of Ronaldo never had a talent. Ronaldo created his talent, Portuguese Ronaldo. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for him to be successful at such a level, he couldn't rely only on the small amount
Just
that he had
talent
to.
alone. Yeah.
So what
made
he
himself a
did is
machine.
extended his thing. So for me, Thiago Silva is the same thing. Like they don't rely only on the talent; they rely on the body. Who doesn't rely on the body? The talented players. Messi,
the
most talented players on the world. Messi, Fabregas. What's his name? Those kind of like a creative, the ones that
Hazard.
Hazard, exactly.
R9 was the same way. Yeah, he didn't.
Exactly.
He was
so
just
what
talented.
I'm saying is,
even when he got fat, yet you couldn't stop him from scoring.
Exactly. Neymar.
Yeah.
Does Neymar does extra? No, the guy literally 5 seconds away from coke the minute he retires.
Yeah.
Like you see, this guy does not treat himself like, you know what I'm saying? But the specific players that don't have it, they do treat their body better because they know that they cannot rely it. The body is the one that they actually have to rely. So it's just
Lewis, I got to bounce. I got to go to work.
All right, Jesters, it's been real. Everyone check out his channel, Mitchy Boys. They're all in the description below, so have a look.
Thank you, bro. Later.
Big up, my G. Take care.
Cheers, Jesters.
So, Brentford away.
Genuinely, like, what is expectation for next season, actually? Are we going to go for
top 6 at least?
Top 4. I'm never going outside of top 4. Never.
Top 4 cup final.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm never going outside of top 4.
I never looked that far away in the first place. I'm trying to see how we're gonna finish.
That's how we're actually gonna do the.
I have a statement to all the Chelsea fans. When you say, "I don't want, I want the season to be done," go fuck off. Don't watch. Don't bring it up. If you want season to be done, don't fucking bring it up. I
want to see the young guys.
I think
I want to see Chukwuemeka. I want to see Madueke. I want to see
Chelsea.
Modric.
I don't live in London. You can fuck off.
I want to see the young guys, man.
I can't lie. Next season, I think we'll finish in between 1 and 3rd.
I swear, this guy is his own planet.
Yeah. I think you're right.
First and third, I'll get 2 cup finals as well.
Yeah, I think I just want to
sorry. Sorry. Petter, how can you say that, not knowing who we've bought, we haven't got a striker, and we don't know who we've sold? How can you say we can finish between 1 and 3rd and 2 cup finals?
I think it's just me because
knowing the situation, looking at the squad, how can you even say that with
bro? I'll be real.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. People, unrealistic expectations already. Given that what we've gone through and what we need, and not knowing what's going to happen yet, how can you possibly say 1 to 3rd and 2 cup?
1 game a week, Surfer. 1 game a week.
It doesn't matter. It's still, we don't know what we don't do. Your predictions after the last day. After the transfer window, that's when you should do your predictions, because then we know who we've got for like 4 or 5 months. That's what everyone should do. Then you know what's going to happen, right? This is you, Fatter. I've worked you out already. If something happens at the start of the season, you're going to be Poch out because you don't want Poch to begin with. So I know your game already, Fatter.
That's not true.
I've got you on streams when PSG didn't play well.
That's not true.
It is true. It is true.
You don't know the secret, do you? Okay.
The secret is your bullshit. That's what your secret is.
To be fair, I kept my secret.
Oh, Varna, if you want to get a penniless timeout, it's £100. But you brought back.
You don't know my secret there, Andrew. So...
No, this guy, man.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say on next season is that don't make it a target, but I do think if you get everything right with 1 game a week, you could look at it potentially. Being title contenders, potentially, if you get everything correct. Because I do think
what I'm saying right now, everyone went top 4, fine. You know what? Fine, like that. This guy comes in here 1 to 3 and 2 cup finals.
Surfer, you know Wallahi,
Champions League.
If you said top 4 and 2 cup finals, I would
so
have said
specific.
No. Wallahi, Surfer. No, Wallahi.
Based on what?
Didn't we discuss this a couple months ago? I was already being.
I don't remember what I did a couple of hours ago.
I was exposed anyway, Surfer. I was exposed anyway.
Pause.
I just want to beat allegation. I want us to win. We have five games against the Big Six, so I want us to win at least 3 of them because there's an allegation he can't beat the big teams. And I want us, if we, by some miracle, we reach a cup final, I want us to win it.
I think you should aim for aiming for top 4 is at while we're sitting right now with the squad is fine. Aiming for top 4 is fine.
Yeah, baby steps.
This joker in the top row next to Lewis saying 1 to 3 and 2 cup finals. Oh yeah, sure, yeah. With this squad,
I just
want to know who's leaving. I just want to know who's gonna leave.
What's the point?
We got a striker, but you think we're 1 to 3 and 2 cup?
Yeah, that'll be interesting, Alex. And we'll have to do that first before buying.
Are we winning every game?
We need to get him out by the end of June.
1-0. Is that what we're doing? 1-0. We're winning every game 1-0 now because we haven't actually got a striker to bag the goal. We're winning 1-0 on every game.
Oh, I love you, Surfer, man.
Yeah, top 4's fine. Top 4's good. Good Lord.
Do you guys think we're going to buy and then rely on selling all the players, or you think we're going to sell first?
No, we have to sell first, Mitchy boy, because we have to get rid of them by the end of June. So I think that'll be our focus as soon as the summer starts.
I read somewhere we have a deadline till the 30th of June. I might be wrong, right?
Yeah, that's the footballing term or whatever.
Yeah, we need to file it if we wanna use our sell as a part of the profit
they can
for this
choose
year.
to
We
pay
need to
the
do
fine because if it's a first offense, they can pay the fine for the not complying with.
That's an option too, but we should be trying to get rid of players regardless.
Yeah.
So
well.
Yeah, if they
no, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't. Not according to Pata. This squad's good enough for further.
Those 2 cup finals.
Fatur does not have a corner in the house where he can fight for Mendy today.
What's the point? I've already been exposed anyway. I told you this. But
Surfer, let's leave Thatcher alone. We know why he thinks the way he does.
That's right. You dirty boy.
See, the problem I've got is historically it's difficult to get rid of players.
See, probably just making it work,
a lot of the sales are at the end
I
of
made
the
it
transfer.
worse.
Let's go, guys.
Mitchy boy's right.
Mitchy boy.
So we want to bring. We need key players in. Say it's 3 players, 4 players. We need them in, but we also have to offload. I'd say 10, 15 players. And it's difficult, and it's whether we can. A lot of these ones will go to the transfer deadline day or that sort of neck of the woods. That's what usually happens. So we're in a bit of a position, guys. What do you think?
And also, the other clubs know we're in that position to begin with, so they're going to low ball us.
No. I actually think the biggest problem is identifying those players that we don't need, because I don't think anybody knows how to identify. You'll ask all of you, and we will have different players that we want to get rid of.
But I think that's what I mean.
That's what I mean. That's why you need the manager before.
That's right. So it should be. So once
announce it. No. Look, this is what. Hold on, Andrew. This is my serious thing. Announce Poch. Don't fire Lampard. Let Lampard do whatever he does over there. I don't know what it is, but let him do whatever he does.
The vibes, isn't it, Lewis?
In the background, let coach and the sporting directors and all the board members try to slim this squad and start working on offloading.
I've said that from the beginning, haven't I?
I didn't hear it, so I'll take it as my credit, not yours. Fuck you then.
I said I don't want... Announce the manager, fine, right? He's not going to take over. We already know Lampard's going to coach the team to the end of the season. But you're right. Announce it, and then you can think what type of player Poch wants from his previous jobs or how he's played. Then you could get a better idea. So that's all that needs to happen. But you're right. They should be working. We have no idea who Poch wants to keep. Who the board are going to find an agreement with who he can keep. Because remember that as well. It's not going to be as simple as the board going, yeah, you can keep all these and these. If people are running down their contracts and haven't agreed, they can't then go, yeah, we're going to keep him for like 6 months and then try and sign him back in January. Like if Mount does that or anyone else, it's one of those things. The board doesn't want to lose money on these players, especially someone like Mount who helps with the FFP as well. So it's like you can want to keep him, but if the guys are not agreeing to a contract, we can't keep them. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to keep them. Even if the manager does what, there's going to be compromise, right? There has to be compromise on both ends. That's why it's like, maybe that's
the manager could be the breaking point. Like, for example, if manager, what's the name, does not agree with the player, not convince him to stay, that's cut the ties.
Well, Alex, he can convince him to stay, but you still got to find agreement with the club, right? So it's like,
I don't think any player should be financially draining a club based on his ambitions. If that's like, for example, if Mount wants specific amount of money and the club does not see him at that point, I don't care how much Sterling is on, because that's not what we're talking about at this moment specifically. The moment of specifically right now is you making that much money, you don't deserve 150% raise. Sterling got under different circumstances. You cannot compare yourself to Sterling, even though I know what you mean. Mount plays better for me in the team, and I value Mount better in the team than I value Sterling. That's a fact. I never rated Sterling, but it's not because of me Sterling got that 300K. He got the 300K based on reputation. And that's the problem we're facing right now. Now we have to convince. It's the same thing with Cho. Cho. When he handbraked the club and got his raise not to leave Chelsea, we struggle for that. With Tommy leaving based on that money, and then next generation of players got the higher value because of Cho. Even though he runs like a freaking duck, even before his Achilles was ruptured. Horrible player. Horrible fucker.
Jeez.
He's not a fan, ladies and gentlemen. He's not a fan.
Yeah, he's my next after Jorginho. I can't stand him.
Oh, dear.
Big up to President Jafar saying
I'm on the fuck Cho train too. No homo. Pause.
Fuck no.
Oh. Yeah,
I hate that dude.
I'll take
I'll
the next
schnitzels in Germany.
The next train, yeah. It's all right. I'll go another station.
Bro can't even get a game at Leverkusen.
He's trash.
But he's another one who's going to be hard to get off because of his wages.
120, 150.
120K a week.
Yeah.
How many years has got left? 1 year?
I think 2.
No, I don't think it's going to be hard. I think it's going to be a lower fee because of it, Andrew.
Yeah, that's
I think it's
what I mean too. Either
we have to compensate.
That's what I mean. People are going to lowball us. So you're going to have to make a
because he's on high wages. That means that he's going to be
wouldn't be a loss
for
though,
cheaper.
right? But he wouldn't be a loss, right? Because he came through the academy, so it wouldn't be a loss really on Cho, would it? It'll be a loss of what you. It'll be a loss of what you think he's worth and what someone offers you.
Yeah. Another thing is that that problem with what's his name with Cho. It's not only that he could choose to stay at Chelsea and wait out the contract. The only hope we have, he's young enough.
That's right. It's not
the only hope I have that he's young enough and confident enough saying, hey, I'm still a pro. I still can make something out of myself. And he could lower his wages to the next club on his own.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? If he has ambitions in life and he wants to become a football player, he will lower those wages. But if he's not, he's not.
Oh, my God.
We
Man, just let him go uni, man. Let him go uni.
I'd say let him go uni.
It's not too late.
We can only have 7 senior loans. That's the new rule. It's gone down 1 every year at the moment.
Oh,
so 7 senior loans. The homegrown ones and that we can do as much as we want, and under 21s we can do what we want. But the senior ones, there's 7. So if we loan out Lukaku,
we can consider him as homegrown 120. How old is he? 22, 21?
Who's that?
22.
Cho.
Cho's 22.
23.
Yeah.
23. Jesus.
23 years old.
He's 20.
I mean, it's 20. It's 22 or 23. mitchyboy, is that 7 total?
Yeah,
wherever
7 in,
you send them
7
to,
out.
or was that 7 within 7 domestically? You can loan them out
it's
to
for FIFA.
everywhere.
It's anywhere. It's 7 in, 7 out. and the homegrown don't count in that, and the under-21s don't count with that as well.
Yep.
So we can get rid of all the boys on loan. It's just if I've got Lukaku's, Savić's, these Baba Rahmans, people like that, that's where the problem is.
Baba Rahman.
Man said Baba Rahman.
Baba Rahman. Oh, Baba Rahman.
Yo,
Good
you're
Lord.
joking, but that kid was so
Hey,
special.
Mitchy, but that was so long time
He
ago.
wasn't
Baba
bad,
Rahman's been
no.
there
He
since
wasn't.
2017.
That kid was so
Still
special when we got him, man. That guy, I was so.
It was
excited
that.
about
It
him.
was an ACL injury that kind of did it.
ACL
He's
injury.
been on the book for 8 years.
Yeah, I know, but
8 years.
Are we still
Oh,
playing
as well.
Bakayoko? I don't remember. Are we still paying him?
Yeah, 24.
No, he's
Yeah.
finished now. I think it's gonna
2024
this
his
summer.
contract.
It's this summer.
Oh, Bakayoko. Well, oh,
This summer.
we gave him one of our best
Aye,
songs, the
aye.
Bakayoko.
Aye,
Unbelievable.
Bakayoko.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Oh.
I think
So,
it's like our best songs always go to the worst players. Cucurella, the fucking Bakayoko,
Werner had
Timo
a good one as
Werner,
well. Yeah.
Christensen.
Christensen didn't even have a
never got
song.
He never
That
got
shows how
Exactly,
good. That
exactly.
shows how good he is.
It was just
Guys,
me and
look at
Matthew
guys,
Harden
look
trying
at your
to-
topic.
Kai Havertz, good one.
Yeah, crap player.
Who else?
The better the song,
Cucurella.
the worse the player.
I can't believe Cucurella had a song. Like what?
Does Reece James have a song?
Cucurella.
Nope.
No,
Oh yeah, he's one of our own.
that's
one of
really
our
not.
Does that really count? Does that really count? Does that really count?
It's
Yeah.
a
No,
song.
really.
That's
But
the
he
only
still has
song
a
we
good
have
one.
for him.
But I hope it's not gonna turn into a flop now.
Big up President Jafar saying I started the Poch bandwagon before Graham Potter came. Big up my guy, you're on the train first and save for the ticket. And big up to Adrian saying we need to first build a spine. Once we have a spine, we can have higher aspirations. There's pockets of potential and prospects scattered all over. To be fair, all we really have in that spine is Enzo and Silva. That's it. And Silva's going to be gone.
Yeah,
in Europe.
exactly. Yeah,
I think it's a false narrative. You create the spine.
yeah.
Varner thought Alex was gone.
Yeah, you've got a fan. Do
mean-
you think that Silva is
Oh, you
was
cheap ass
speaking too
motherfucker!
much?
100 pounds, bitch. Sorry,
Think
Mitchy boy.
Silva's-
Sorry.
Silva's burnt his bridges. You know how he's coming out and saying things. Do you think that'll go down well?
I don't
with
think
the
that'll
higher-ups?
matter.
No, I don't
I
think.
don't think it'll
Burning his
matter.
bridges.
He came out with a bit
Because of what he said.
criticism.
In the
Well, like-
season and stuff.
You remember like a week ago after the game talking about
Can you
how
put- can
they
you
have
put
too
the
large of a
Fox
dressing
chat
room?
again?
Or the
you
too
think
many
Igalo is
players.
better?
Do you not remember that?
Sorry, Moya, what was that?
When Silva said that the squad was too big, the dressing room issue, when he was being candid about the
yeah, yeah.
situation. Yeah, I don't think that's that deep.
No,
Yeah, I don't think that's too much of a problem. It's not
Hopefully.
too bad.
hopefully.
Lampard said what Silva said is I don't remember. He said something
Yeah, he
today.
said
I
it was
love
Silva's
that comment. I
comment.
love that comment from Silva. That actually the glimpse of what actually going on at Chelsea. That Thiago Silva comment was brilliant, and there was not this how you say disrespected towards the
Right,
towards
it wasn't
the owners.
disrespectful.
It
It
wasn't.
was just
By
it was
the way,
honest.
if Lukaku comes, maybe he should go through the training how to speak to the press with Thiago Silva.
Oh,
And,
facts.
He won't
Like,
learn anything.
seriously, how I telling you, man, that I know he's not John Terry, but I highly have his level of commitment to Chelsea. His
Random
level of
Lukaku stray. Wow.
random verbal diarrhea just now happened. Anyway, what
Oh, did you get interrupted, Alex? Sorry.
yeah, from the fraud. Like I understand. Usually Fatur does that, but that fraud actually, Alex, can I have this link to the stream? And that's how you repay me, you fraud?
Fuck you know.
My favorite Nigerian Irish.
I mean, I might be
Don't-
your favorite, but you're not mine. But okay.
Because
He's
I'm not
Nigerian
Irish
or
and
Irish,
I'm not
Brian.
Nigerian.
He's Russian, yeah.
I wasn't talking about Nigerian or Irish, but person in general.
Yeah,
But
we'll move.
continue.
We'll move.
Continue.
No, thank you. I changed my mind.
Hold that.
All right. So, all right.
You
Someone
hurt my
else.
feelings.
You have feelings. Okay. Anyway, someone else speak.
Up the shelves.
Up to
Yeah, he made it
Does
awkward.
anybody know if Malang Sarr has done enough to get the obligation to buy?
No, they're not playing him. They're not playing him. I think I read last time. They're not playing him. They have to play him a certain number of games.
Yeah.
Damn, every club is trolling us.
Not really. We got him for free. What's the crying? We got him for free.
We're just trying to get rid of him, man. Please.
Yeah, well, it's just another person coming back.
Yeah, he's on big wages.
It's on 120 as well.
We got him on free.
That was some illegal dealings, man. Some kind of
money laundering. You're just now saying that. I'm telling you, man. There's the three ways you can launder the money. Sports is the highest one of them. I don't care, man. They all do it. Vegas number 1, movie number 2, and sports is number 3. Football club, money laundering machine, man. Everybody knows it. Nobody addressing it. That's a fact.
Well, we're addressing it now. So
who does it as bad as we do, though? Malang Sarr on 150.
If you can tell me
something like that.
What do you mean, Alex? It's not about the tradition and not about the heritage.
Look. No.
It's not about proper chels.
Can somebody explain me the deal between Manchester City and Barcelona for Torres?
£55 million, yeah.
Oh, for
yeah, there's nothing going on over there.
What about our deal with Modric? I think that's a funny one as well. If you look into it,
of course it is, man.
I don't know this deal with Modric. I think. Yeah.
Eastern Europeans are even more. Russian people are so cricket, man. It's not even.
But Sora, what do you think? Because you always have conspiracy theories. What do you think, Fatou?
We don't want to hear it.
Do you really care, bro?
Oh, he's gone. Okay.
Thank God.
Probably in the toilet. Adrian says Mitch Boy reminding us of all these returnees. Yeah, we got like 31 players in the squad already before those players return. There's a lot that needs to be sold. There's a lot that's going to go in the summer. We're probably going to make like maybe 4, 5 transfers at most. You're going to have double or triple the players leaving. Necessary though.
Well, I was in the toilet. What happened?
Yeah, someone had
Of course,
man. That's exactly what he said he was doing.
Oh, you were on your thinking chair. Oh no,
no, I was in the toilet.
He's on his Game of Thrones, man.
Oh my!
I was in the toilet.
So how's Ostrich doing?
You got that poop from under. You got that poop from under your fingernails.
That's so cringy, honestly. You're obsessed. I can't lie. Like at this rate, you might as well just subscribe to his OnlyFans. So.
What?
Oh, have you got
anybody understood what he said?
No, he was saying that he said at this point you should go and buy her OnlyFans.
Why are you lonely there?
Let me introduce you to a thing called Pornhub. It's free.
Big up Pornhub.
This is your fault, Prime. See, this is your fault.
How is this? Wait. How is it my fault that you subscribe to Ashford's OnlyFans?
That's your fault. Let's move on.
My fault. Okay.
Let's move on.
Anyway, Timo, what's your conspiracy theory about money laundering in football?
Money laundering in football? Why do I ask that question? I'm not that good in that stuff, you know.
Okay. He just put you in a spliff without even like. Why you?
I don't know what. I don't know what's
We're not asking if you're involved in money laundering. We're saying you're
no, of course not.
Yeah, the guy that you should ask that Lewis with donation from Fatura. That will be more.
Why you asking me that question? What? I was negotiate with Lewis some sort of a deal. Like what?
You negotiate
free away tickets for next season just to get rid of Pogodoku. What? Isn't that?
Can't be asked. This is the one season without European football. Can't be bothered. Chelsea, get back in the Europa League. Make this worthwhile.
Do you think we'll get an actual point before the end of the season, guys?
No.
40 points.
No.
We're still,
I think we're getting tomorrow.
Arsenal.
Tomorrow.
We're getting against
0 and 11.
Probably Arsenal, though.
If we do,
Arsenal.
No, we're not getting a single point.
If we get that point tomorrow, It'll be the happiest fan cam Lewis has done all season, bro.
Ivan Tony masterclass tomorrow.
I have my 40 points.
Wait, Lewis.
Tony
Lewis.
masterclass
Lewis,
tomorrow.
you've given up on.
You say fucking vibes. I swear. If you say
Lewis,
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Can I speak?
Oh, go on.
Jesus Christ. Have you given up on us beating Arsenal then?
Hell no.
No. I don't think it's happening, but I just keep dreaming that it does happen.
Okay.
I do.
Okay, cool.
I do. I just think that's the football gods are gonna give us that.
They're gonna give us.
We're gonna take points. We're gonna take points off of Arsenal.
Might not even need it.
Yeah, we'll stop them from having that cardboard bus parade that we're gonna have at the end of the season. You know, the cutout box.
Wait, do we play them after they play City?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It might not even matter.
The next game.
Cool.
Of course, they play City tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we
so
play
what?
them
They beat. So they beat City and we beat them. Cool.
They're not beating City.
I mean, they can. It's a game.
Yeah, I'm about to say they could.
Yeah, they definitely could be.
Let's not act like Arsenal ain't been saucing all year. Like, let's not. Yeah.
Go on, Mitchy boy.
But one of the few games that won't sauce. One of the few games that won't
Mitchy boy. Big up. Everyone check out his channel in the description.
Say I said hello to
Big up.
Tell Johnny I said hello.
Yeah, tell him
he might
you
still
said hi.
remember me.
Big up, bro.
Thanks, guys. Thanks
Let's
for
have it
having me,
right.
man. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Cheers, bro. Bless.
Oh dear.
Up with Charles. That's how we
Black
get
that
something.
time.
Man.
Anyone looking forward to Ivan Tony watch tomorrow?
Yeah.
Ivan Tony masterclass.
Rico Henry. Watch out for that guy.
Big up to Scott. Big up, Scott. Yeah, I haven't asked you. What's your thoughts on this whole Lukaku potentially reunite with Chelsea?
Fuck up, like no, fuck him.
Even if Poch wants him,
fuck him. I don't care.
I'd
have to agree with what the manager wants. Like, I have my own opinions. Like, he should be nowhere near Chelsea Football Club ever again. Fuck him. And that pussy old mentality he has.
Lukaku remontada.
Yeah, his mentality is actually the biggest issue for me. If he scores, whatever. His mentality is terrible.
I was going to say, that's the thing. Like, people can talk about, like, oh, he'll score goals. Bro, you're bringing a parasite into that locker room.
Parasite is an understatement, bro.
Exactly. Understatement.
A parasite, you could pass a parasite in 24 hours, a couple poops, and you know what I mean? Lukaku is bigger than the parasite. He's like that shit that go inside you in Alien 1. You remember the first Alien? Yeah, that's Lukaku.
Lewis, you didn't ask me.
What? Oh, yeah, sure. Well, what's your thoughts on Lukaku, bro?
I mean, I know you may want to bring back R9, but I don't want to.
Hey, I didn't call him R9. You did. I never said that.
You've called him R9. We've got clips.
I haven't called him R9 recently. That was from you.
Recently.
Was that before or after the vibes?
Oh,
he's gonna kick me. Okay.
No, I ain't gonna kick you, man. Unless someone donates £100, please. But yeah.
Why would someone donate £100 to kick me?
I don't know. People donate 100 to kick Poku and Nathaniel, and I've wondered why.
Yeah, but you know, one of them's a alleged. Actually, never mind.
Yeah, just no.
Yeah,
Don't go
no, maybe not. But yeah, it's all mad. Well, what's your oh yeah, I already asked. That's all right.
Yeah, Lukaku's not coming back though. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just don't think there's any way in which he comes back into the fold.
But here's the thing: if Inter don't want him, we're gonna have to do something with him.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, remember. Why are you ignoring the fact that he already talked to Bowley before and he pissed off Bowley?
Did he piss off Bowley?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
No, he just pissed him off.
There isn't a chance in hell, by the way, that Poch wants him. Like, Pochettino wants his strikers to be able to press.
What? I mean, why wouldn't Inter want to keep him though?
depends how he performs from the rest of the season. To be fair, like
he's been decent for them. I think he's their top goal scorer in the CL.
Jesus Christ,
right?
Been but I swear Obba's our top goal scorer.
If he somehow wins the Champions League with them, then of course they're going to.
But Lewis, we got battered by Real Madrid. They're in the They're in the quarterfinal, semi-final. So, yeah.
Fucking mad.
Has it been a long stream? I take it from the yawning.
No. I've just been a long night.
Vitor, why don't you want Poch, or do you now want Poch?
No, I changed my mind, man. What are you on about?
Why have you changed your mind? Why have you changed your? Is it because she's watching this way? Wait. Is she watching the stream?
Peer pressure.
Oh, Prime, just stop. No, it's not about that, Prime. Stop it. Like, if you deep it, I think we got the younger squad next season. Is it the average younger squad? I think we got.
Prime, you may G, but why are you always going after Fatur's girlfriends?
Which one?
I don't know how many he has, but every time he opens the mouth about Fatur, it's something about his girls, man.
Anyway, let's I just deep it.
Alex, why do you always target me?
Because...
Alex, why do you always target me, Alex?
Because you are going on the guy's dick, like no pun. Like,
why do you go? Why do you go on my dick then by that logic?
Like, leave the guy alone with his girls, man.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
No. He was serious conversation about the game, and you going about the guy's girlfriend.
I was making a joke.
I know you do. But every time you say something, it's about his girls. I just wondered, are you jealous of his girls, like a lifestyle?
Anyway,
no, I am not. No, I am not jealous of Vitor's simple lifestyle.
Well, stop bringing up his girls, man.
Anyway, so I don't know.
Alex, how much did Vitor pay you to say that?
Anyway, I don't know if he got the younger squad. That's why. If I did it, I think Poch the only manager in the world that could develop these kind of young players that we have right now. If you deep it, because I think the averaging squad around
available, right?
Only manager in the world,
but he's the only one that's available now.
Not only availability, but in terms of young development players that we had right now.
He's
with
not the
some
only
kind of
one.
successful record. That's what probably he should add to.
With a record.
Yeah.
He's not
kind of successful record.
Oh my days, Brian.
I'm dancing to my own tune.
It's not Prime.
Jimmy.
That echo wasn't me. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's not the only. He's not the only manager, but I get what you mean.
He's the only one with the, like Alex said, with the track record. It's like I said I think on the last stream, like, it's a boring appointment, but it's also a safe appointment, and you know that, like, bar a catastrophe, the floor for him is a lot better than it was for Potter.
Why is it a boring appointment? I've heard a couple of people say that. I want to know.
I don't agree. I don't agree.
It's not, to me, it's not an exciting appointment, but I also kind of don't care because it means we're going to become. Because I don't think it's going to become.
I actually think that actually showed us that we did not did the diligence with Potter, and the way the success is when he left the team, that even proves more that Potter was not effect on the young players whatsoever in that team. I think appointment at Chelsea proved that Potter was not the big part of that Brighton team. It was the whole freaking system.
I think
but it's
so Alex, with that so hold on, with that logic, De Zerbi's not that good then, right?
No.
What do you mean? No.
No, I'm not saying that he's not good. I'm saying we should not jump on that. Does it make sense? We should not overhype De Zerbi.
Oh, okay. Well, you're agreeing with me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't think, like, based on Brighton, the last time we did it, this is what happened.
Okay, we agree. Okay, we agree with each other. Yeah. Because I agree that it might be the system that they have in place.
Yeah.
That is, that's why they're good, because they look like the same Brighton. You know, like they didn't get weaker. They got a
Actually,
little better.
They look better, Brighton, than they were before.
I mean, yeah, because the manager changed. So yeah, they look better. But I think even when Potter was there, it was a hell of a team.
So basically, I would not take that risk again, based on what I know with Potter.
And that's what it is with Poch. He's like, I don't agree he's the only manager out there that can develop young players, but he is a safe appointment.
No, I don't think he's a safe. I think he has the better track record. But you can use your words.
I don't think he has a better track record.
Southampton.
But I think he's but like there's other managers I can mention who've also developed players
like
at a high level.
No. And reached the Champions League final.
No, let him name the manager.
And reached a Champions League final, but like he lost it. So
no, just name him though.
Matter.
Name anyone who's done that even.
Just name the managers who's better for developing.
No, I'm not even saying per se better, but there's other managers out there. I think Poch is probably like it's just.
You don't want better?
No, you said that he's not the only one.
I do. Well, there's my preference who I would want. Like Poch is here, and I'm okay with that. I don't think Poch, in the long term, can get us to win. But like 2-3 years,
you gonna name the manager who?
Yeah,
can I know, but can I finish speaking?
We don't care about that. We just want to hear what your preferences
name the
are.
manager, bro. Come on, man.
Okay, other managers out there. I mean, for one, there's Nagelsmann. These guys don't want him, which is cool. And we have Poch. We have what's his name, Poch.
They didn't remove Nagelsmann off the list. He removed himself.
But they were looking at him. Either way, we have Poch. Just cool.
Why do you think Nagelsmann is better? Or why
he's my preference.
Why? You have a reason for stuff, right?
Because I know, yeah, but like I've seen what he's done at Leipzig when he was also at Hoffenheim as well. I like how he develops players, and I think his potential for the future. I think he will be a world-class manager. I rate him highly. However, there's also drawbacks. There's also negatives for Nagelsmann. There's also negatives for Poch as well.
Same with most managers.
Yeah, and it was same as some of the other managers that we were also supposedly linked with, or they're supposedly looking at. Like, it's cool. It is what it is. Poch is here. I'm not hating on him. He's here. I know what he can do, and I also know what his ceiling is.
I know you're not hating on it. I just want to know what edges Nagelsmann over Poch for you.
You said you know his ceiling. What's his ceiling?
I think he can do what he did at Spurs, develop young players and build a squad that can that is potentially good enough to challenge and win and stuff. But I don't think Poch is good enough to take us over the line.
You don't think he's good enough, or you don't think
he got to a Champions League final
with a Spurs team that don't give him the resources he needs.
Yeah, that's
good. Good enough. Wait, let him finish. I want to hear the but. What's the but? What's the but?
Well, get us. But he didn't get Spurs over the line. Even forget the Champions League final. He had other opportunities to win a trophy, and he didn't do that.
Who did he lose against those trophies? Wasn't the number one teams in the league that time?
Yes.
So
that's not what.
If you're like
everyone else lost to Leicester that season.
No.
I'm not even talking about when he. I'm not even talking about necessarily.
Let me give you an example. I'll say Tuchel was really good at Chelsea, and I will bring his record, what he did winning the Champions League, World Cup, Club Cup, and all that. But I will still bring that he did what he did. He reached all the finals in the cup that season too. That's an accomplishment.
Really?
Yeah, but again, I want you to win. I don't think.
Oh no,
Poch is,
no!
I don't
want him to win.
I just
want him to reach. I don't want him to.
Okay,
win.
Cool. All right, cool.
God.
Poch is great at developing players, but I don't believe he's.
Who do you want, Prime? Prime, who do you want?
But why do you think Nagelsmann is going to be the winner that Poch isn't? Because he hasn't done it.
I think Nagelsmann could be. I could also be wrong on that. But however, hold on. However, what we clearly need right now is to be able to develop these players, because all we're doing is signing all these young talented players. So we need to be able to develop them, right?
Right. So I just want to understand what
I think
I just don't
Poch is
understand
better
what
of
edges.
developing players than the Nagelsmann. If that's what you'll argue, Poch is definitely has a better record.
And I think maybe he agrees. Prime, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think he does.
There's so many people.
I just feel like Prime is saying that he knows what we. Prime, I feel like you're saying you know what we need. We need a manager who can develop these young players, blah blah blah. But your preference is Nagelsmann. Okay, that's fine. But what is Nagelsmann doing for you that is more important than what Poch is going to do for us? Why is he a preference over Poch for you? Even if you're agreeing that Poch is important for us right now.
Poch lost his Spurs, bro.
My preference because I like his style of play, and I think Nagelsmann in the future can be winning things. But again, I could also be wrong on that because Nagelsmann also has his drawback. His drawbacks is actually kind of similar to Poch's, funny enough.
Okay, well, you like the way he plays. You like the way he plays better. That's
his negatives. Yeah, his negatives are kind of similar. Like in big games and big moments, Nagelsmann has his naiveties and his deficiencies, similar to Poch.
I think the biggest problem with Nagelsmann is his defensive structure.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
Exposed.
He's very naive.
With Poch,
I
don't think it's negative. I just think it's not
also naive.
Okay,
I think in big games and big moments, Poch is also naive.
I think the only reason why
That's
I
fair.
don't see the Poch ceiling is I don't think he was a good hand.
Yeah, he hasn't had a Bayern to work with.
But,
he hasn't had a team that's backed him.
But why do you need a Bayern to win an FA Cup or a Carabao Cup?
You don't need the Bayern.
He needs a team that'll back him. That's what I'm saying.
They'll back him, yeah.
He hasn't had that.
But
he hasn't had a
Bruce, he didn't buy a player for Tottenham for 2 years.
Yeah,
they didn't buy a player.
But maybe that's an excuse not to win the league. And I wasn't expecting him to win the league at Spurs. But to win an FA Cup or Carabao Cup, why couldn't you do that?
But what have other managers who are arguably better than him done?
No, because he was number 2 in that league.
Wait, what was your question? What was your question, Maya?
I said, what have arguably a bunch better managers than him won at Tottenham? You're asking him to do something that seems impossible, basically. If we're being honest,
I don't necessarily think so because he's had at least in my lifetime anyway. I think he's had one of or probably the best.
Actually, Moya got good question. Why? What's his name? Better coaches like Conte and Mourinho didn't succeed at what he did.
He did better than they did.
Well, they've also had much worse squads.
Huh?
They had the same squad pretty much.
Well, no, not really. Poch had Alderweireld and Vertonghen in their prime. Kyle Walker, Danny Rose.
Who made them? Who made them? 10 players who were that good.
Yeah. And hold on.
That's
wait,
not
yeah.
the who's who of the world 11, bro.
I'll answer that. Poch
Your
obviously
Prime,
made them good, which is
hold up.
all right. Yeah. Poch obviously made them great. That's fine. And I get that. And I know. And I
resources at Chelsea to make even better players better.
Yes, I know that. And let's see if he can get us over the line and actually win us things.
Well, yeah, we are gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, I don't think he can, but yeah, I'm obviously open to be proven wrong because he's here already. I'm not against the guy; he's here.
Eugen in the chat, look, you know what you got to do. Get your wallet out, put in those details. $100.
Yeah, man.
My G.
Your money on the table, bro.
Also,
either pull up or shut up.
I don't. What am I saying that's wrong?
I will say.
You're not saying anything wrong. We're just trying.
I do kind of agree with. I do kind of agree with Prime's point on the league. I don't think Pochettino will win us a league, but I also two things for that. Number one, I think we can win some cups, and number two, I don't necessarily care. Like as long as he can turn us, as long as he can turn this squad into a cohesive machine and it's going to sound bad, but that's where we are right now. But like kind of what Arsenal were, where they kept finishing top 4 and then the next guy, say that be a flick, and then Enrique, if they want him to, whoever comes in, can then be that final step to us winning the league. I'm fine with him coming in and just making us a top 4 for the next couple of seasons.
Scott, I think that's the bare minimum. I don't think anyone's like he has to win.
No, I agree. I agree. That's fine. Hold on. Scott, I agree. That's fine. And over the next 2 years or maybe 3, whatever, like building us, that's fine. But once the squad is at a point where we should be challenging or we should be able to win a Prem, that's when the expectation is on Poch to go and do that. I don't think he can.
Prime. Let me from the available managers. Prime. Who do you want?
Nagelsmann can.
But then again, I think Nagelsmann can. But again, that's yet to be determined. Okay, listen. I'm not delusional on Nagelsmann. I'm not like I know he has his fault. I've admitted that. I've said it.
Hold on. This kind of goes back to what I was saying about the safe appointment, where like with Poch, where I feel like for the most part, again with what we've seen, we have an idea of Poch where like I feel like his floor and ceiling is fairly contained in terms of with a lot of our minds as fans. It may be end up being wrong, but someone like a Nagelsmann or guys like Enrique or extra etc. Their both floor and ceiling is much wider, so like it's more risk, but also more reward potentially in some of our minds. That's why I said this is kind of a boring appointment, but at the same time I'm fine with it because you kind of know what you're going to get.
It's more safe than boring.
You kind of know what you're going to get, and it's a bit safe, but that's what we need right now. We can't afford to go for another guy who, the reward might be really high in terms of winning the league, but also the floor might just completely fall out. The floor is basically where we are now. Like you can't really afford to have another guy like
Scott, that. So Scott, you don't think he's good enough to win us a Premier League or Champions League?
Personally, no.
I don't see why. I don't see why not. Because he's got. I don't even want to talk about PSG because that's just a mess, right? But at the end of the day, he's got players now in his team, Chelsea, a lot of good, talented players who are young, who he knows how to develop and get the best out of, right? And then I don't see. He's not a shit manager. He's a very good manager, and this is not some random manager that has a decent record of attracting or getting the best out of certain players. He has done good, and he has been at the top, right? He got to Champions League final with that Tottenham. He got them to the title race and whatnot. I don't see why he can't make that final step in actually winning the trophy with a much better squad and with actual financial backing.
Yeah, I meant to say Ziad, and I said Moya back because I saw someone in the chat say your name.
Me and Moya twins, bro.
This is all well and good, but he had these type of players at Tottenham. You can say what you want about the spending, but no one can tell me that some of the guys he had at Tottenham weren't the same level as some of the guys he's got now. And he didn't win anything at the end of the day.
Wouldn't that
really
spending
I don't even know what this Eugene guy is talking about.
I'm not talking about spending. I'm talking about the level of players. You just talked about the level of player he's got here. I'm sorry, but you look at the level that some of the Tottenham players are playing at, and their level is so much higher than some of the players we've got in our squad.
Okay, that's fine. But don't you think that spending will take him to that next stage?
Alderweireld, Vertonghen, like when they were in their prime. And like, I'm not talking about spending. I'm talking about the quality of player, like you just brought up. This is why I need to see it to believe it. Again,
when you have those quality of players, and like you can't get an FA Cup or a Carabao, I'm not going to have confidence that when you have
the same way no manager got it prime.
So hold on a second. Let me add something to you real quick. I will actually fix you.
Hi, Alex.
I don't know what the
Alex.
fuck that is.
Oh my god.
My question, not my question, my answer to you somehow, Scott, and maybe help up with those questioning. I will use all my experience of coaching U14s that I coached before, and I'll tell
Let's hear those credentials,
thing.
Alex.
Yeah, I'll put up my
before
credentials.
you're allowed to speak. Okay,
exactly.
Good.
So my credentials are one thing. The not Pep. There is a difference between coaching the kids don't understand and like the young players versus the ones that the older already established players. There is a difference. I can promise you that. The biggest problem, what Scott is saying, he thinks that when Poch got to those final with those players that he made it, that he should have done it better and and took that extra step. That's what Scott's saying.
Not necessarily the Champions League final, but more like not the Champions League final. Him losing the Champions League final, by the way, is not on him or like whatever. Well, it
Liverpool. Remember who was the opposition?
Yeah, it's Liverpool.
Yeah.
The Champions League final is
better
like an
team.
outlier. I'm talking more about
much better team.
Okay, yeah, when I'm
Way
talking about
better
that
team.
game against. There was a luck.
Ajax.
But anyway, move on.
I say
This
my point
is
is more
what
about like trophies,
around
like,
that. My question to you is: do you think Poch prioritized the games at Spurs at that moment? League versus Cups.
Potentially in the it was the year less
when he was in the final or semi-final and the league. May I remind you, he was finished second in the league twice when he was in Spurs, and he was in the final once when Spurs. So let me ask you: did he prioritize or not at that time?
If
league
he prioritized it, yeah, probably prioritized the league, which went well.
No. This is what I think. You think that he did. I don't think he did. Because he didn't have a deep enough squad to prioritize. And that's my question. I don't know if he can take the extra step or not. With proper backing, he will actually be able to prioritize based on the squad, or he can't because the squad is big enough for him to not prioritize and don't have that big dip. If you remember correctly, at that time, he had to he couldn't prioritize because he hadn't won anything.
Alex,
I think he was going for too much at the time. That's why his fault.
Do people not remember? Was it 16, 17? I think. But Conte. Do people not remember when we played them in the semi-final of the FA Cup? And Spurs played a fairly strong side. We played a weakened side, and they were 2-0 up against us, and we won 4-2.
When was that? What season?
I think it might have been. I think it might have been the season we won the league with Conte, or maybe it was the following season. I'm not sure.
We were 2-0
It was one of
down
those
to
two
Spurs.
seasons. Do people not remember that semi-final?
No, we weren't 2-0 down.
We weren't 2-0 down.
What was the score? Were we not? We were losing at one. We were losing.
1-0, 1-1.
It was 1-0.
No, it was 1-0,
Okay.
1-1, 2-1 Chelsea, 2-2, and then we scored twice.
Okay, cool. What?
That was not
1-0 and 2-1. Either.
It was a league game,
that was
That was the league
no,
win.
it was
Leicester win.
It was a
it was a semi-final.
Oh no, he's talking about.
It was the
He's
FA
talking
Cup
about a different one.
semi-final.
FA Cup
semi-final. Like, so what do you speak on that, Alex? Then, because that game, Spurs played a strong side.
What, when we brought Hazard and Diego Costa off the bench?
Yeah, and we didn't start.
Yeah, it's the one when Matic.
Hold on. But we didn't start with a strong side in that game, and you would think being in a position, but we didn't. You would think being in a position, but we didn't though.
But we did though.
If you have Hazard and Costa on the bench, it's not a strong side. But whatever.
Anyway,
you would think Spurs starting a strong side and Poch like having an opportunity to go and win and not taking that, like that brings another point to me saying that I don't think he's the guy that can take us to win. However, I'm cool with him being here, and I'm cool with him developing the squad of young players that we're trying to do for 2-3 years or however long it takes.
He switched to a back three in that game and played Son at left wing back. So it wasn't his starting lineup whatsoever because he switched his formation.
Yeah, it was an injury. Guess who's
Son gave away a penalty, didn't he?
He played Son at left wing back to try and counteract what we were playing.
By the way,
right.
This is actually a genuine question from Prime, so I'm not gonna ignore it. This is genuine.
It's a genuine question.
And I think it's a right question to be. It's a right question. We know what he did up to the certain point. I just think there's a how you say it? There's a
context.
There's a context, exactly. There's a context to it. Either you accept that context or you don't. That's all.
No. I hear the context. I'm just saying, like, that's another point for me of saying that, like, I'm not sure if he can get us to win. However, I'm happy to be proven wrong. If people saying that with more money and proper backing he can, then fine. I'm happy to be proven wrong because it means that we're winning Premier Leagues again. So,
but why would I just think we had the better squad at that time. That when he lost, first of all, it wasn't the final; it was the semi-final.
Who's in the background, man?
Yeah, no, I said
semi-final.
I think it's Jimmy.
Said semi-final.
Very distracting, man. But I was just trying to think about if you think about like, we should have won cups, maybe. But if you think about the League Cup was basically, there's no way he was going to ever win the League Cup with Spurs. Maybe one season, 16-17. But he faced us in the final when he just got to Spurs, and we were the better team. We were a more evolved team. City then won it the year after. I don't know who won it in 17, but then City won it 4 seasons straight.
Arsenal, I think. Arsenal.
No, Arsenal didn't win the League Cup in 17.
Oh, League Cup. Sorry. I'll talk about FA Cup. Sorry. My mistake.
The FA Cup's a different proposition. That's fine. But I don't think he was... The thing at Spurs is, I think under Levy, I don't think he never prioritizes trophies. It's not about that for him.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's about...
He's never prioritized. He had to go for everything.
Yeah, it's about...
And the guy never didn't spend in 2 years. There's a big... With
Levy, it's the league position, and the cup is just a bonus, or silverware is just a bonus.
Yes.
Whenever it happens,
he looks at the money. Top 4 brings more money than
income.
The cups.
It's the income, exactly. It's the income, which is so.
Look,
okay, cool.
But it's a genuine. It's a genuine. That's my fear from part 2. Actually, what Prime says, I just think maybe it's a hope because he's a manager. You see what I'm saying? If it was going to different, if he's going back to Tottenham. Oh, I will be like Prime. I say he's a bottle like he's all that, but he's Chelsea player. I'm gonna be shameless.
I didn't say
Bottle.
I mean, it's fair to say he hasn't done it, and so there's a hope based on things that he has been able to do, and say, look at where he was restricted. Now he can do this here potentially, and it's ultimately hope. Like we don't know.
But the thing is this. The thing is this. There's 2 factors. Spurs tax is heavy because you
have to account it.
Mourinho's won a trophy at his next club at Roma. I think Espirito Santo's won a trophy wherever he's playing. I don't know where he's playing.
Jose got sacked 5 days before a final.
Jose got sacked. He got them to a final. They could have won a League Cup. Probably not. It was against City, but we never know. Conte's another thing altogether. But I will say this, and I've been watching Spurs a long time, and that is the best Spurs team I've ever seen in Premier League.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Playing wise, they're the most fearful. He schooled us on quite a few occasions in the league.
Did he?
He did 5-3. Beat us 5-3. They stopped our winning streak in 16-17. Dele Alli scored the 2 headers, and and they destroyed us under Sarri.
Destroyed under Conte as well. He wanted the bridge.
Oh, and Conte, he broke our
under
Mourinho.
The fact is, he put them up there with one of the big boys in the Premier League. He put them up there.
But everybody gives Liverpool props for pushing City.
But I agree. He did. I agree. He did put them up there with the big boys. But the other big boys in the league were also winning trophies. So
I'm not saying he's like them. I'm saying he put them up there with them.
I know, but the other big boys were winning trophies.
Liverpool won.
Okay, but guess what? They were never supposed to be there anyway. Based on how they run their club, based on their history, based on their mentality.
But like, I don't like when people say that because you're there.
So he gets no credit for that. He gets
no.
Obviously,
no. But obviously, he gets credit for that. But I'm now looking for you to win.
Okay, that's fine. He didn't win. That's a fact.
Okay.
I just hold on. Let me say this. I'm just failing to understand. Okay,
I've got a question. So, for example, because Arsenal weren't expected to win the league this season, is it then them bottling it when they were 7 or 6 points clear?
Yeah,
City?
They absolutely bottle it if they don't win.
So is that 100%. Not kind of the same with Potts being when you're in a position where you're one of the best teams?
Who's saying he didn't bottle it? But you can add context as to what he had to face anyway. Arsenal,
is there not also context with Arsenal what they have to face?
So because no one expected them to be where they are at the start of the season.
Where's Arsenal's Europa League on that? Where's the Europa League on Arteta?
I just want to say,
you know the defense from Arsenal point. Ask Arsenal fans. We'll tell you Saliba.
But the thing
that's what we're trying to tell you, that there is a things you can use to get your point across. You can use the same points against them too. Like it's a double sword knife. Like you either accept those or you don't. And I think Prime is just doesn't accept those. But it's a
But
safe
the thing is
win.
this.
No. I hear the context, but like.
But the thing is this. The thing is this. You expect him to win. 14-15 is his first season. I don't think anyone should expect him to win that, right?
Okay.
15-16, he was against a 1 in a 5,000 chance a team winning the league, and he never led that league, by the way, before anyone starts that he bottled that league.
No, I didn't expect him to win that league.
16-17, we just went on a mad 13-game winning run and stuff like that. 17-18, it was the City Centurions, and they won the League Cup that season as well. And then 18-19, they won the domestic treble. So where was he supposed to? Where is he legitimately and logically? Where was he supposed to win?
Do you know what?
And he didn't spend. He didn't spend in two of those seasons I've just mentioned as well. He didn't spend.
Talking of transfers, this is the one thing I will give Poch. That like this is arguably going to be the best scouting system he's ever had at the club he's been at.
Which is Scott. Why I asked you.
Sorry, I'm looking at some of these transfer windows. They're fucking diabolical from Tottenham. They are.
But you see, Scott. This is why I asked you, Scott. Right?
Didn't they have like a year where they didn't even sign an outfield?
Oh, they did. They did.
Too.
Oh, no, they only had, as far as I'm aware, I think they only had one under him, which was 18-19. Yeah, but there's even, to be fair, the season before, and let me just read you the incomings of the 17-18 season. Davinson Sanchez, Paulo Gazzaniga, Juan Foyth, Aurier, Fernando Llorente, and Lucas Moura.
Good God.
But this is the Scott. This is why I told you to ask you this question, right? If he done this well with Tottenham, forget, it's not only no money. With this shit signings, why wouldn't he be able to achieve those trophies with us and take that final step? Not only with a better squad, but not only with a better squad, but also with a better backing.
I said league. I have no doubt.
I'll say the league as well. No problem.
Yeah, but Ziad. Hold on, Scott. Ziad.
The thing with the league, hang on, Prime. The thing with the league is I don't know whether he will be able to install a mentality in these players to be able to win the league. But again, I'm not expecting him to. I expect cups. I expect us to win.
You see, Scott, you kind of making no point.
So wait, we can
over the league. Hold on a second. This is why you lost me, because if anything, his team actually can show that he can do well in the league more than in a cup.
Exactly, where you need that tactical one game making the right decision.
Saying actually, Scott, because that's actually proven your point completely wrong, because his history show he can actually build the team for the league, not the opposite.
There's.
Yeah.
And
that's also my thing of me not.
This is how adults are.
He's like,
he's like, yeah, you have a good point. So yes, that's it.
That's
this
fair.
Is what I would ask.
The reason I have an issue with your point is fine. We all have preferences. Poch wasn't yours, and that's fine. But I want to understand what edges a coach like Nagelsmann over a coach like Poch in your mind. And the only thing you've been able to give me so far is style. You just like the way he plays. Is that it? If that's it, that's fine. But you're giving me these other.
That's my preferential. But however, the thing is, they both have their own. They both have their own similar, I guess. Yeah, thank you. That's the word.
Whatever.
All similar drawbacks. So it's like, again, it's not like I'm not hating on Poch. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be here or anything. I'm cool with it. It's fine. But once my thing is, once we've built up the squad in 2-3 years, however long it is, and it's at a point where, we should be going on to win the league. I don't think he can get us over that line. That question mark, by the way, would apply with Nagelsmann if we had him in. So this is not me
for Nagelsmann as well.
I've said that, yes.
Okay, so why
he did kind of say that, but he said his preference was.
I believe Nagelsmann can do it though.
But why do you believe? What that has to be based on something. That has to be based on
his style of play.
I prefer style of play, and I've been watching him.
No. We're not talking about preference and who you like better, right? Right, Andrew. We're talking about why you think he's gonna put us over. Exactly. What do you think he's gonna?
I think he could. Am I gonna bank my house on it. No,
no, you don't have to. But based on what? You think he can win us trophies where Poch can't? Based
on his potential. I think
what
he
is
can
that
actually.
potential?
I think he can actually be a world-class manager.
Well,
I don't know what else. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what more they want you to say.
What you need to say before you say
I don't
anything
know
about the situation, say that's just my preference.
But that's what he said already.
No, but I've said that's my preference.
He said that 19 times.
I don't know what else you want me to say.
It doesn't make.
That's why.
Yeah,
That's why I'm saying.
I'll let it go. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't.
No, but Moyo, you're trying to get him to convince you. I don't think he's trying to convince you.
I'm not trying to convince anyone.
He's just trying to tell you what he likes.
My thing is, Moyo, yeah, I'm not saying that we shouldn't have Poch. I'm not saying I'm against Poch. I'm fine.
He said that 9 times, Moyo. What
I'm
he
cool
said?
with it.
He's just giving you his.
No, Jimmy. There's.
I understand. Hold on, Alex. Hold on. And I understand why Nagelsmann isn't here. He walked away. Cool. These guys were trying to do their due diligence.
I'm not even poking at you for that.
Hold on. If they choose Poch to be the guy, I'm cool with that. But now back him and let him see through his vision and what he wants to do. I'm cool with
this. This is what happens, I think, misunderstanding. First of all, when you said Poch is not the only one that better at development. That's the whole conversation started with Moy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's not the only. Yeah, he's not the only one.
He's not the only one. The reason why it's got misconcluded is when we give you real evidence of the manager doing that, you giving us your thinking. That's where it got lost.
What do you mean?
You have your preference, but you don't give us
have your
evidence.
preferences. We have little evidence of what happened.
No, but Nagelsmann has evidence.
Wait, what evidence? Nagelsmann also has evidence. But my thing is, Nagelsmann also has evidence. But I'm not trying to say Nagelsmann should be the guy and Poch shouldn't. I'm fine with Poch being here.
So what's the problem, man?
I'm actually talking
There is no problem. There is no problem.
Hold up. I'm
the
one who's trying to go at him and just get something about what I'm saying. It's not even evidence of players he's developed. I'm not saying Nagelsmann doesn't develop players. We've seen some of it already. I'm talking about when he says Nagelsmann can put us over the top to win trophies and Pochettino can. But that is based on his preference, not on any evidence or anything he's seen.
But Moyo, there's no evidence that Poch can take us over the line.
But what is the evidence?
There's no evidence any man can take us over the line.
But hold on. But people think Poch can take us over the line. I think Nagelsmann can take us over the line. So what's the problem?
No. That's not what it is. Poch reached the line. Nagelsmann never reached the line.
What? Wait, hold on. Hold on.
That's not even.
Hold on. So getting to a Champions League final and losing is reaching the line. That's fine. But it doesn't.
You can't tell to the manager that never been there.
But he lost it, so it doesn't matter.
No, can I say?
He was never there in the first place.
Well, he lost it.
But he did say he reached. He didn't say he got over. He said he reached.
Well, okay, but if you reach the line and you don't win it, you might as well.
He's done more than. But he's done
if
more
you're
than.
never there.
But he's done
for me.
This is like Arsenal saying the Club World Cup doesn't worth anything.
For me, it doesn't. No, it's not. That's like Arsenal fans praising finishing second behind City.
It's not a praise. It's a praise over your guy. My whole point.
Scott, hang on.
Fine. If you hold on. If you say it's a praise over my guy, then that's fine. Poch is here, and I'm backing him. So what's the argument?
Also, the argument is okay. Go ahead. Just go ahead, Scott, and I'll answer.
If you want to make the argument between the two, if you want to look at
There is no argument.
Let's Scott talk.
There is no argument between the two. That's the thing.
I know. I'm saying if you want to look at a comparison then between the two, and you want to leave it as like a base level thing, the only difference between the two, from like a base level standpoint, is one got to a semi-final of a Champions League with a team that should never have been there, and one got to a final of a Champions League with a team that never should have been there. That's the difference. They both went to teams and won a trophy at a team that was arguably a bit too big for them, but had also had massive egos that they couldn't control. They both took a team that had no right being anywhere near top half of the table in contention for Europe and took them there. Also
and the
took
relegation team and the relegation team in Offenheim
and they also took a team that was a decent team, was a good team, but like almost push them that further inch, not to winning like titles, but that like almost there. They're like, if we're comparing their achievements, they're basically neck and neck. Bar one got to a semi-final with a Champions League, one got to a final with a Champions League.
And Scott, stylistically, the difference is Poch, you kind of know what you'll get from Poch. You know week in, week out, he will do your 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, and he will stick by it. With Nagelsmann, that's the red flag I had. Maybe people told me no, he doesn't. But from what I remember, he's a tinker, man. He changes his style every week. His style of football is a bit more complex to what Poch would do.
My discussion had nothing to do with that. It was much more.
No. That's another point I was just bringing, because
right.
Because we're talking about achievement, you have to look at the football as well. Like what are we getting from Poch? What is the
no? But that wasn't Prime's thing. Prime just said he was fine with both. I was fine with both. I'm not hating one or like one over the other. But the point Prime was making is that he would have preferred Nagelsmann, and all I wanted to understand was why. He said it's just a preference, right? Which is okay. It's just your preference, right? You just
but
Nagelsmann can win us trophies, where Poch won't win us trophies.
But people think Poch can win us trophies,
and that's fine. But we're comparing one to the other. Okay, so in your case, you think Nagelsmann will win us trophies, right? And where Poch will fail to win us trophies.
I think he can get us over the line.
Okay, however, so why do you think he can get us over the line over Poch?
However, there's no evidence to show that he can. Just like there's no evidence to show that Poch can.
So now they're both. What's the point? So they're both even. So they're both even, right? In your head, they're both even. So why is one over the other? This is what I'm saying. They're both even
but they're not both. I prefer Poch, or not Poch. I prefer Nagelsmann.
Nagelsmann.
You could have just said you prefer him rather than
I've said no, but Moya, I've said that. You
also said you think he's going to win.
I think he is going to. I do think he's going to. I do think he could win.
Okay, we're just going to go around in circles. I'm just going to take it as you prefer.
It is going around in circles. I've given you my reasons. You still asked. I said I preferred him. You still asked. We are going around in circles because you're not accepting an answer.
Okay.
What more do you want?
That's fine. I'll take the preference. You just like one over the other. That's all I needed to hear.
I think you just like.
Again, I'm not. Okay, whatever, Ziad.
No,
I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
Right,
but I'm not hating on.
Guys.
I'm not hating on. Wait, hold on, Lewis. Let me just say this.
The comments are tired of it. The comments are
tired. I know. Let me just say this. I'm not.
No. Let the host take over. Let the host take over.
Lewis is your dad.
I just want to say.
Wait, no. Big up Adrian saying when people say that Poch is a ceiling and can't win, it's like these people are projecting their own shortcomings and lack of personal achievements. I'm not sure who said
that's deep.
But yeah, that's a
I will
bad
accept. I say that.
Fucking hell. You ain't got a ceiling just yet.
No, I think sometimes people use the reservations to not get cooked in front of the other one. Like saying, "Oh, you wanted Potter. Oh, you wanted Nagelsmann." So they have that slight reservation.
With how can I say? With
not true. Maybe people just actually have reservations about it.
No, I've always said I'm not smart enough to a point.
Back away from the
mic.
That good. Back away from the mic.
Who?
It's not you. Someone was like,
I don't know who that was, bro.
Jesus Christ. Back away from the mic, man.
Back away from the mic.
I was actually yesterday on a stream with some, not on the stream, on Space, and I wanted to bring a question like some girl said on a Space where Frat Habibi was, and I don't like when people do that, and she said one thing that kind of slightly pissed me off.
Nice.
Roman Abramovich regime was everybody's like, oh yeah, we're thankful with that. But one thing she said, but it's not sustainable.
Oh yeah, I was there. I was listening.
Oh, you're talking about nomadic.
Yeah. And she said the same thing. And I was like, what do you like? what is the basis of that non-sustainable? You know what I'm saying?
They don't define it properly. They don't even.
Yeah, I think, and they were going after Todd Bowley, saying that he was talking bad about Abramovich and talking about the sustainability before we actually reach any kind of level at sustainability. Do we look like we're a sustainable club?
Nope.
Not right now. So how you can go onto the previous owner complaining that he didn't have a sustainability when you literally don't show us anything? I understand what you did and everything, but I can give you another background on the same thing. Roman Abramovich had Marina came into the club only after he was not allowed in the country. Only afterwards he was under sanction. So she wasn't supposed to be in the first place. There was literally a thing in the club with football directors, with scouting. What's his name? That Emiliano guy. He was there when Roman was there. So we had that scouting. We had all that before. Only after he's got sanctioned, Marina showed up because she's the trusted one. So I want to know if anybody actually think that the way the club was run was not sustainable.
It was sustainable.
Alex, I think in terms of the number one thing we complained about, or it came up to light when Roman left or got sanctioned, whatever, is that we have all these players that fit so many different styles, and that's because of the hiring and firing managers, right? So that's why I don't think it was sustainable in that sense.
Okay, you saying hiring? Hold on. Let me put that. What's the name of it? That little booger back where he belongs. Listen, what in your world? What was the most sustainable clubs in the world?
Probably Man City.
That's a joke, right?
It's not a joke. Why is that a joke?
How many managers they hired and fired before Pep?
Pep's been there for 6 years.
No,
okay.
Before Pep.
Well, is the Pep one of the biggest managers in the world? If you fire Pep, who's coming?
They only.
But I think even if they fire
three,
that's not okay. Would you consider Bayern Munich as a sustainable club?
Mark Hughes, Pellegrini.
I don't think so.
You know,
you don't think Bayern Munich is a sustainable club? That, oh my God, yeah. Like I said,
no.
You little booger, don't talk.
We establish a basis on when we mean by sustainable. The basis here, there's two things. Some people think firing managers, that's not sustainable. But another model you can think of financially is a club sustainable. For me, I'm looking at Abramovich financially. The club was going toward.
Even your Wi-Fi don't agree with you. Let me move to the thing. The only problem I have with Abramovich is firing managers and hiring the wrong style of managers.
That's what I said.
That's the only problem I had. Bayern Munich had fired and hired managers as many as Chelsea, and they considered one of the most sustainable clubs in the world. And they have a backing of government that allows them to privilege signing the players from the other team. The backing of government. They feeder clubs. The whole league is the Bayern Munich feeder clubs.
Yeah, but they
should have won Real Madrid. How many times Real Madrid fired and hired managers?
But they keep the same players for a long time, don't they?
Look, I think we're looking at too simplistic. When you say sustainable, are we just talking about on the football, like signing players, or are we talking about the club as a whole? Like Abramovich made Chelsea sustainable, as in Chelsea can never run our business because Chelsea can generate its own revenue. He took Chelsea from a nothing club, right? Yeah, let's just say under Ken Bates, we weren't making £500 million in revenue to a club.
We're talking about football. And then
this Bowley guy, we don't even have a sponsor for next season. We don't have.
We're talking about the football, obviously.
Yeah, but you have to look at bigger picture, man. Because football, that's season and season out. You have to look at the club. Is the club sustainable? Can a club survive for the next 20, 30 years? Yes, Abramovich built Chelsea up to this level. And yes, Chelsea became sustainable. We weren't gonna go out of business begging for people to bail us out for buying Stamford Bridge for £1. No, he built us to that level. It became sustainable.
But
Even
Rodrigo,
on
when people talk about sustainability, that's not what they're talking about.
Yeah, they
They're talking
don't
about
know
the
then. They
football.
don't know what they're talking about then.
That's
What do you mean they don't know? That's their
You
preference.
need to
But
put
that's
the
the context
context
of
of
what they
what
want to talk about.
sustainability is.
Properly then. They're not
And the
defining it
reason
properly
why this is why my question is, when you're
It's
talking about
preference.
non-sustainability, you have to tell me what exactly you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's
But
all
the
that.
major thing with Chelsea, they're saying that it's because of the fire and hire manager.
Yeah, that's stupid.
But if
By
you're
the way,
talking
I
about the
look hot.
footballing aspect, that is what it is.
But yeah, guys, we do have to wrap up though because I gotta get ready for.
I'm just saying, if you hear that girl again, tell her please.
She's
to
on
bring
Gem-
me
Oh,
evidence.
this is
on
the
Gem
bottom,
Street.
man. Fucking hell.
He's
Got
on
female
Gem Street.
Alex. Who's
Because
next
I
now?
try to get on that space to talk to the girl. She's on Gem streams sometimes. She
Yeah.
does have a good point.
She does. She does. Yeah, she does.
She's really good. She's really good analysis on Chelsea. I'm not dishing her, but that specific, I want to talk to her actually.
Did you like my analysis yesterday, Alex?
I
was
don't
good
care.
in it.
You were there just for sniffing.
Yeah, you and
blue,
her,
man.
Bolly's lawyer.
Oh, fuck off, man. They have an agenda. What do you want, man? They've got an agenda. They want to see instant success. Oh, the guy
I
bought a new
want
club.
Bolly to succeed. You
Hey, see ya.
stupid.
Wallahi, fam. I'm a fight.
I'll catch you on Fatter, bro.
Shit.
Watch out on Wednesday, bro. Me and Lewis
I
coming for you,
want
bro.
us to succeed, and that's why I said how you can judge sustainability on 1 year, not even 1 year.
That's what I said.
That's number one. That's number one. But you should not be talking about the previous owners within 2 months and say how unsustainable when you don't do shit yet.
Yeah, I didn't mention that. I didn't mention the.
Yeah, you did mention you sniffing glue.
No. I didn't mention Roman. I didn't mention Roman. No,
That's
Roman
what I'm
was-
saying. You cannot pick one cherry and say, oh, this is work, this is works. You gotta put the context to every conversation you have. You just now noticed?
No. I've looked at Johnny's new title for his video. It's fucking hilarious, bro. I will be there no matter what.
What's the title? What's the title?
What's the title, bro?
Just cement booted rat not welcome, and it's a picture of Lukaku.
By the way, Fraser, I wanna know. I wanna see when Pep is
the
gonna leave.
race is about
I
to go
wanna
live.
see when
Fair
Pep
enough.
leaves. Fraser,
No,
I
but
wanna
I
see
think
when
this
Pep
is where you're
leaves.
wrong. This is where
I
you're
wanna
wrong
know
because
what's gonna be, how sustainable everything.
no,
at
because
City will be.
even when Pep leaves, they're still gonna follow the same model.
That's not the thing. You know what's the other thing is? I want to see how the lawsuit's gonna go, how the charges are gonna go.
Interesting.
That's I believe it. I believe it. Look, I don't think you will fall. You will fall like, you know what I'm saying. Like the other clubs will fall down. That's not what I'm talking about, Fraser. I'm just saying comes the limit. Pep is one of the good managers that can make that team for a long time. My question is, who's gonna cap him when he comes back? When he leaves? There's no such a thing. I just hope Chelsea will be strong enough at that point on the legs that we can be there for that moment. That's the best thing Todd Bowley can do. When that switch changes, we need to be there.
Exactly. That. Well, guys, we are going to wrap it up here because I do have
Big
to
up,
head
Fraser.
over to Rants' channel.
Top-
we're going
top
live
guy,
to
top
Rants
guy.
on Twitch, but we're going to raid Lawrence because Lawrence is about to go live. So everyone head over to Lawrence's channel, or if you want to head over to Rants, head over to Rants on Twitch. But big up,
Big
everybody. Like,
managers are lottery, Big Ron. Not every manager succeeds.
and up the Chelsea.
Yeah, fuck you, Big Ron.